What's some professionalism?
I hate all of you.
Bruce, I respect you as a person, but goddamn playing WoW like a nerd.
I know. Good morning, guys. Afternoon. I don't want to say morning. Good afternoon. We are here to play some good old Starfinder.
Oh, I hear us. I hear us on there.
Wonderful.
You gotta
On the
mute it.
screen. Oh, I'm just saying, in case you didn't want it to be
And now I see us.
heard during the thing. There we go.
Welcome. This is Star Venturers, where me and my group of friends play Starfinder.
Still messed up over the name Malignos right now.
Yep. We will go ahead and go on and go ahead and start the story off
You're
right.
a brave man just pulling up your browser like that for everyone to see.
Dude, ain't nothing to be afraid of.
I have a lot to fear.
There's nothing to fear but my history itself.
Just saying.
Welcome to the stream.
Just saying, if you go to my internet search and you type in P, I mean,
Yikes.
Google's gonna assume a lot of things.
A lot of R. Kelly. Oh wait.
Jeet Golden? No.
Damn it.
I hate all of
Y'all
you.
are ridiculous.
And we're banned. Okay, that was great.
That was good. Good job,
run.
guys.
We
Good
had a
job.
good run.
Start.
Next, same time next week? New
Liza rolls in like
new
those
show.
assholes. I was a big fan of fucking R. Kelly.
Um,
Not get my money.
It was the one thing that's off limits.
So, as you guys all know, there is a special event that went down that caused the world as we know it in the Pathfinder universe to change abruptly as a deity made a deal with a human, go figure, and caused the whole world to end. When everyone woke up, no one was killed, but when everyone woke up, they could not remember where they came from. If you knew someone, you knew them, but you didn't know how you know them. You didn't have any memories with them. You just knew that you were fond of this person. This is 50 years after that event, and we are here at the Starfinder Academy. It is graduation day, people. You guys have made it. After 7 long years of going through this academy, you guys are able to one by one slowly cross the stage. After you guys receive your diploma, you guys will also be given your first job to fly solo across the stars. First up, Stone. You see a couple of Vesk in the back begin to cheer for Stone as you begin to walk across the stage. Stone, go ahead and just give a brief description of what your character looks like.
So walking up to the stage, you just see a giant 8-foot Vex in pretty heavy armor, holding a hammer. His skin is blue in color, with horns of the stereotypical Vesk protruding from his head and out from the chin area. You see a very stoic look on his face as he walks up, accepts his graduation, and slowly walks off the stage. No, a man of very few words.
Fantastic. Shortly after, someone you know very well, Stone. JJ, go ahead and introduce your character.
I'm Voltaire. I'm wearing a lot of armor, mostly metal, big gun on my back that clearly shoots lasers, a helmet, and a mask covering only barely, because I've got a lot of horns, and that's kind of hard to get a mask to fit over those horns. But it's very mysterious, clearly Vesk, but still mysterious.
Fantastic. After that, you have a large robot carrying this very small Yosoki up to the stage as the robot puts down the Yosoki to go and accept his diploma. Andrew, go ahead and describe your character.
Well, Patcher is, brown, mostly, and he's got just one white patch over one of his ears. And he's just covered in like random objects that he's picked up that he thinks are good looking. Like it's mostly junk. And he just kind of like snatches it and looks at it, makes sure it's like an actual diploma, and then he scurries back up his large robot, which only has one hand that's a giant wrench-looking hand, and then a laser, like a mining laser. That's it. That's all he has, and like a big old dome head.
Wonderful. These Yusoki, everyone gives a strange look at the large robot, but people around here began to know Yusoki.
Don't worry, he graduated too.
They sort of just wave the extra diploma in the air. Following up, a captain you guys have known and heard about for time to time takes the stage. Ian, go ahead and describe your character for me.
So as this captain that you've seen has taken the stage, you know his name is Andros Sunspire. More bravado than what you could actually believe one person could muster. There's a strange camera that likes to follow him around that every now and then he'll like kind of pull out of his pocket and toss it up. Right now it is out, and you see like a scouter almost. It's an earpiece with that comes out a little bit, and a piece of glass that you don't see anything on, but every now and then he stops and like reads for a second and then kind of laughs and keeps going. As he reaches out, he's wearing his just his absolute best formal uniform from the academy that he possibly can, because you got to make that good impression. As he gets up there, he reaches out and shakes the hand of the person given the diplomas. I'm assuming most likely the dean or the head of the academy. Turns around and looks at the robot, and he goes, "All right, we did it, you dirty space pirates. You be ready for me out there." And then he touches the scouter and puts his hand out, and the little camera lands on his hand. And he puts it in his pocket, holds up his diploma, and kind of struts off stage.
I totally forgot that was a thing about your character, and I love it.
Oh yeah, man.
Following that, you see a human hop up on stage. Go ahead and describe your character.
I leap up fiercely, energetically, like woo! But silently, entirely to himself. Walks up, takes the diploma from the person, turns it around to everyone, not by a microphone or anything, and says, "Dougal O'Riordan, remember the name," and then walks off stage.
I'll cheer and throw my hands up in the air with him. Woo!
The only two people who cheer.
That's all I needed, baby.
Last but not least, someone who showed up late to finish the year off pretty strong, though. An android walks up on the stage. Travis, please describe your character.
My character is wearing whatever the Starfinder handbook says you should wear. My character is walking, however the Starfinder handbook says your character should walk. And instead of jumping up on stage, I find the stairwell, walk up it very deliberately, turn 90 degrees, walk across the stage very deliberately. You know, the person at any sort of graduation who's clearly taking this graduation too seriously? That's my character. I walk, grab the diploma, but the Starfinder handbook didn't say what to do after you get your diploma, so I just look at the crowd awkwardly and then walk away. You'll notice as I'm walking, I look like a human, 5'10", but you see almost tattoo-like designs on my face that are shining bright blue. And my hair is also longer, as long as the Starfinder code will allow me to have, and also bright blue.
Wonderful. All right. As you finish awkwardly walking off stage, a roar of applause begins to fill as he said, "To please welcome the next set of adventurers that will go off to the stars and hopefully make our solar system here a little less shit." And another round of applause goes off. You guys all go behind the stage. Similarly, you know how they do for real college, where you get your real degree. That's just a fake piece of paper that they hand you on stage, and you go behind, get your actual diploma from the Starfinder Society, and you all see a large TV with a small Yusoki standing next to it that has a your listings. You know, after each graduation, you get your first order, and you guys all look, and you guys happen to be all on the same ship. You guys see that you have Gus as part of the pilot for the ship. You have Ori as the science officer.
Ori groans.
Exactly. Andros Sunspire, captain. Patcher and Clink, engineer. Stone
That makes sense.
and Valater as gunners. Next to the mission name, it says confidential.
I groan again.
You see the small Yosoki woman. Hello? Name, please?
Andros Sunspire, Captain. Checking in to make sure that I have everything that I need and to find out exactly which ship I will be taking out of this place. Excited to get into space.
Next.
Are the other guys? Are like we're all like in the same area right
Yeah,
there?
you guys are all in a line more or less, just trying to figure out where you're going.
Okay. To what is it? Volater is the biggest one.
Stone.
Stone is a
Stone?
little bit
Okay.
bigger.
Or is it which one was the one with the helmet?
Me.
That would
Okay.
be Volater.
See, I just like look up at you and I'm just like, you don't need to wear the armor to the graduation. Safe zone.
Nowhere is safe.
Fair? Fair? And then I turn to the lady. Dougal O'Riordan? Pleasure.
Next.
I guess I'll go. I'll follow the short one.
What's your name?
Volater.
You got a last name?
Roivus.
Next.
No, go that way. What? And then the robot's just kind of like walking off to one side, and he's clanking on its head, and then it makes the right way. Where's Patcher and Crank? You know. Do you know? Is that what?
Next. You.
I'll go
Andrew.
after the puny rat.
Hey,
Stone.
Stone? Like a rock?
Stone.
Right. Next.
Greg Universe Stevens.
Fucking name.
Next.
Thank
You all go up to the large screen, find your name across the board, and you guys all are under the ship of Besmara's fortune.
sounds like a crap hole.
I think it sounds like a fine craft.
Well,
Turn
I'm gonna
around,
tear it
look.
apart real quick, so don't mind us. We just
Gonna
head that way.
gonna turn around to the rest of the crew. In response to the tearing down the ship, I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't. With this being my first mission out into space as the captain of Besmara's fortune, I'd rather bring it home in one piece, if you don't mind.
Well, how am I supposed to know how it works if I don't tear it apart first and put it
Yeah,
back
and,
together?
and for that matter, ships don't come in one piece. I don't understand. It's a conglomeration of pieces.
Exactly. And
I
then
will-
we're gonna take all the parts and we're gonna lay them out and we're gonna get very familiar with them, and then we're gonna put them all back together.
Yeah.
So the question here.
Starfinder protocol suggests that 30 days before the initiation of any starship, that it must be met by 3 engineers. You should have been there then.
Well, he counts as like 2, and well, maybe I'm 2 and he's 1. I haven't really figured out the math yet, but I think we count as 3. So.
I'm with the monkey.
What did you? Hey, could you say that again? I don't think my gun heard you. And then I pull out my little gun, and it just extends, and I point it straight at him.
I want to step towards the blue-haired man and be like, what do they say about guns in protocol?
Discharging a firearm on page 367 of the Starfinder manual says that you cannot discharge your weapon inside of a space station.
I don't make
let's
the
go
rules.
outside the space station. I'll meet you out there.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
I'm gonna step into the middle of the conversation. All right, hey. Captain's orders. We need to make sure that everything's ship shape and ready to go. So, grab your bags and let's get to space, shall we? We can settle this with some heated, with some just heated poker on board once we're out into where we need to go. Yeah, everybody good? Everybody good? Good.
We need to have an equipment check before we leave.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And you know what? You look like the kind of gentleman that takes that kind of stuff very seriously. So I put my hand on his as up onto his shoulder as I can, kind of standing on my toes a little bit to get there.
On his
You're
peg?
gonna be my number 1 head of security. So make sure we're safe at all times. I believe in you. Kind of pat him on the shoulder and then walk off into the ship.
As you prepare to walk. Oh, go ahead.
As he's walking away, I'm like, you can't go anywhere. I have to check your shit.
As you prepare to start walking away, the Yosoki lady goes, I think you're forgetting something, Captain. As she hands you a data pad that has your job on it.
Ah, yes. Thank you very much. I definitely would have not forgotten that. I wanted to check out my ship. You can't prove I would have forgotten it, but thank you so much. Thank you. And I take
That's
the
not
data
my
pad.
job.
It says locked until on ship on the screen.
Then I head off to the ship.
Okay.
I want to go inside the ship. I want to mutter like, "Give me the orders" as I walk inside.
I see that's how we're gonna play this, Steven.
Yeah, I'm already inside of the ship. Just like pulled up a floor panel, and I'm just crawling through.
You're literally inside the ship. You're not in the ship. You're inside of it.
And Crank's just kind of like wandering around mindlessly because he's an idiot.
Is there anything particular you're looking for while inside of this ship?
I'm just looking for anything that's wrong with it, just getting to know it, because I'm probably going to have to fix it a lot.
Go ahead and roll a mechanics check for me.
Engineering?
That one.
That is a 23.
Hey. So, everything looks to be in order. No issues. And you get a pretty good understanding of how to fix a good chunk of this ship. It does take probably a solid 30 minutes to get through about half the ship because you are so small you can weave in and out of the large panels.
So from the panel that I come out of one that's like on the other side of a room. All right. It seems pretty nice. I took some redundancies for myself, but you know.
After you finish speaking, you look around and you notice that you're in one of the chambers for people to sleep in by yourself.
Oh. Well, this is awkward, and I just go out and I try to find my way back to the main room.
Okay. It does take you a little bit. You know, most of the Starfinder ships from the Academy are pretty much the same area built. So it doesn't take you that long to find yourself to the captain's quarters.
All right. Pop out in the captain's quarters.
You have as you are all in the main area, you do see a small Yosoki leave one room and just like take a left and then just enter another room.
I would like to have tried to find my way to the bridge.
Okay. It's easy enough. You know, you spend most of your training at the bridge preparing, but it's an interesting feeling. You know, this is your ship. This is your mission. You're not sitting in the passenger seat. It almost looks like they cleaned the seat just for you. It's very crisp. There is no butt prints in the seat. It is fresh and ready to be sat in.
I'm gonna be in there making bee poops at the science station already.
Ori, I'm glad to see that you have found your station. Everything looking okay over there, my guy?
Fantastic.
Excellent. Hey, by the way, I'm sorry about the whole captain's orders thing. It sounded like a douchebag thing as soon as it came out of my mouth.
It did.
I just can't have anybody get shot my first day. You know what I mean? Like, especially
No.
not crew to crew fire. Like,
Totally fair. I came off. I know I came off really nice, and I apologize. I hope that we can get along going forward. I admire your grades and all of your shiny medals that you have that I don't. Thank you so much.
pro secret here. Half of these are fake.
Ooh.
Does that mean I can have one?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I kind of take off one that's just it's one of the shinier ones, but there's actually nothing engraved on it. It's just kind of there.
It is a piece of metal. It's not
Yeah.
so much a metal.
And you see a little brown arm reach out from the ceiling now,
Just
and it just gone.
Do these come with the ship?
Is Stone my other gunner?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna look at the Stone and be like, care to go check out the guns? Make sure they're up working. What are they? Artillery? What are we calling them?
Cannons? They're laser
They are
cannons.
light laser cannons.
Let's go check out the cannons. Make sure they're up to working condition.
And then I look at Voltaire and I just go, I follow you.
Okay.
I like it.
as you're as they're getting ready to head back towards our weapon systems.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna call after both of them. All right, hey, I need a full report and status on how we are looking back there. I'd really like to get off of the ground and into those 0Gs as quickly as possible. Thank you.
All right.
I can count on you, my guy. There we go.
Must be captain's orders.
God damn it.
As per captain's orders, the ship is all good to go engineering wise.
Excellent. Also, per captain's orders, did you put it back the way it should have been?
Minus some redundancies, and I
Define
pull out like
redundancies.
fuses and some like wires.
Define wires.
They were useless. I already told you. If you knew anything about engineering, you would understand that redundancies are not necessary in space travel.
I do understand that. I can't take this conversation. I do understand that sometimes redundancies are there for a reason. So I'll trust you because you know we gotta have trust.
And I'm like making a makeshift bomb, essentially, just like putting it together while he's talking to me,
I like it.
like nonchalantly, and then I put it in my cheek, and then I wander off.
So,
As
you're
he's
Rocket
walking off, I just
Raccoon.
wanna yell.
Instead of a tree, you have a robot.
Pretty much.
More or less.
No, Ratchet and Crank.
That too. It's like everything,
Both.
all of them.
Holy shit, Ratchet and Clank is not an original idea. I just realized that.
How long have we been talking about? That's not
As-
an original idea. That's funny.
Uh,
As he stuffs whatever that is in his mouth, I just want to be like, but what is? Spit that out. What is in your mouth?
Just do the dog thing. Give me that.
It doesn't matter what's in my mouth. What's in your mouth?
Please tell me for role-playing reasons you actually put something in your mouth to make it sound like that.
No, I can actually just do this.
That's actually his normal voice.
That's,
Just subs a fucking D20.
I just always have stuff in my mouth.
Captain, I do believe that his people, they are prone to cud chewing like cows.
I ain't chewing on this stuff.
Fantastic people, odd, but I mean it is within the purview of our order to accept people for who they are. So I'd leave him alone about this.
Unless
very-
they're
very
evil.
Also, if they're evil,
If they're evil, that is true. And first time out, I really don't need HR on me for some sort of
space racism.
space racism, man. That's the worst type. So anyway,
Spacism, I think, is what you mean.
thank you, Gus. Spacism.
You're welcome.
By the way, Patches, I need you back in the. I need you plugged in back in the engine just to make sure everything's good back there. I know you said you gave us a 1-through, but I'm antsy to get off the ground.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Crank. Plug in here and run the diagnostics as per captain's orders.
God damn it.
Roger, running diagnostics called as per captain's orders.
Even the robot's giving me ass too.
As Stone and Valater, you guys head to the gunner area, which is just down the hallway. It's a small decline, and then you have, similar to Star Wars, you have like a small bubble that looks out, and you have the gunner that they're both forward facing, but they do seem to be in order, and these are similar to the ones that you had trained on via VR and also via just regular flying a ship and shooting at nothing in the air.
Is it safe to assume that there is a left side one and a right side one?
It is very
they
safe to
are
assume.
Independent, also.
Yes.
Gotcha. I just want to turn to Voltaire and just be like, which side do you want?
Just the first one you grab in the moment. I don't think it matters, but
During combat, I think it matters.
got it. You take the right one. I'll take the left one.
Maybe we should give him the helmet.
He sounds like he's got a few rocks loose.
Let's run diagnostics.
Running
Right,
diagnostics
sounds
on
good.
rocks.
Stone will be able to remember right canon is mine because Stone has 5 letters and right has 5 letters.
Mnemonic
devices, pal. A+. I'm pissed off them.
Those stones are not loose after all.
I'm very proud of you.
They're just a little loose.
The last person gets to their station. Gus, as they call you. You sit down, and it's exactly like you've trained, exactly like you went over multiple times in the handbook. All of it looks exactly the same. You're able to, almost without moving any quote-unquote muscles, able to get the ship turned on and ready for takeoff in a very quick amount of time.
No one has ever seen Gus so excited. My lights on my face are brighter. I'm like android equivalent of sweating in my palms.
He's got some
excited
oil
to fly.
reeking.
Yeah, my oil's coming out from my pores. I'm so excited to fly this ship right now.
I want to kind of go over and kind of lean over his shoulder a little bit and go, all right, so I trust you. Take us out when you're ready. Take us out nice and slow. And I go and I sit back in my captain's chair and I pull out my chatbot and I toss it up and I kick it on.
I say, aye, Captain, and then giggle. Aye, Captain.
You all begin to feel the ship lift and begin to move forward. The two in the gunner's position can actually see outside the ship as you see multiple people waving you guys off. People, mechanics, crew members of different ships begin to wave you off as they know the excitement of the first journey solo. You guys take off.
As we're leaving port, I'm activating my chatbot and over to Gus. Hey Gus, you ever been broadcast out into space? Because you're about to.
I have not, Captain.
Well, good thing for you. I have at least 4 people that watch my broadcast. So you're gonna make some new friends today. Don't talk to them directly. Only refer to them as space pirates, because otherwise they get mad.
Only 4.
It's a growing community.
I hear the first 100 is always the hardest. Those aren't exactly Captain Lupo numbers.
I wave over my shoulder and say, "Greetings, space pirates."
I missed that. What happened?
I just say, "Greetings, space pirates," over my shoulder.
And I'll proceed to make pointless small talk at chat.
Okay.
Captain, not to be a backseat captain or anything, but what exactly are we doing?
That was actually the next thing I was gonna do there, Patchy. Chat, you dirty space pirates, you can't see what I'm about to do. And I pick up the data pad and like put the back to it so they can't see.
Okay.
It's in streamer mode.
Yeah, because streamer mode engaged. And then I open the data pad because it should open now since we're on the ship.
Yep, it does indeed open, and you see that it is to retrieve a distress signal from a ship that has been struck down on a asteroid on the other side of the sun.
All right. So I make notes of that and close the data pad, kind of put it away.
Okay.
Say, all right, hey, Gus, how about you take us on the... We're not taking the scenic route today. Take us to the other side of the sun. We're looking for an asteroid out there. Also, we're looking for a distress beacon out that way. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. That means you too, Ori.
Do we know the conditions of the distress signal?
Was
Are
not.
they distressed?
It does not say. Just a distress signal.
I would think it's our first time out. Shouldn't be anything too bad.
I want to go ahead and scan ahead to see if that is indeed the case.
Okay, go ahead. Now you do have. Let me just look up at the map real quick. Sorry, I had everything pulled up besides what I actually needed, you know. Okay, you do know that you are about 2 days from these coordinates that were provided. So a scan as of right now would be out of range.
Cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off, but it appears your stream is stopped. Like
Mhm.
it's live, but it's not. It's frozen.
Interesting. Hold on one second.
Captain, my scanners show that our video feed on your device here has actually frozen. I don't know if you'd reinitialize for all the space pirates out there.
God damn it. Patches, what's the status on our Wi-Fi on board here? Was that in the pre-flight diagnostics?
I think you need to.
Wi-Fi.
I think you need to power cycle the routers.
All right, hold on.
I think we have to pay for the Wi-Fi, don't we?
It's
Yes,
a
but
general
If you-
issue.
Yeah, if you want to watch movies on the flight, you gotta pay for it.
yeah,
I didn't bring my adapter.
for like movies and stuff, yeah, but like just general Wi-Fi use, like me streaming out to the cosmos here, it shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
He has 72G.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again?
I will turn you off and turn you back on again. if you
Whoa!
don't give me an answer
Does
to
not
what's the
talk that
status
if
on
it's
our
a
Wi-Fi.
captain. My God.
Well, the only one that you can do that to is crank, so and he kind of likes it.
Ooh.
Power
Josh,
cycle.
Josh, can me and Voltaire hear this going on in the gunners?
Yeah, there's there's actually like a communication, like a speaker that you guys like speak back and forth between it and every station, so you guys aren't yelling across.
Gotcha. I just want to like, after hearing that, I just want to like let like a soft chuckle. I'll just be like, huh, 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 huh.
I hope that we can hear this. It's just like accidentally on two-way comms.
Yeah.
Captain. Captain,
Yeah, what's going on?
would you like the gun, the artillery diagnostic?
Yes, I most certainly would. What is our bang sticks looking like back there?
They
there.
work.
They work.
All right, so scale of 1 to 10. How much do they work?
10.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. This is why you are the head of security on board this vessel. Thank you
You
so
want-
much.
Do you want the stats of those guns?
Out of character, yeah, I guess.
Bruce, is stream going again?
That's what I'm checking.
It's running like a slideshow on my side.
Oh, good.
It's
Also, the
short,
audio's really quiet.
That I can easily fix.
short range, 2d4 damage, and that's all you care about. So
Working out the kinks.
Can you just send me that
Thanks for being
in a
patient,
message?
guys.
yeah,
Thanks, bud. All right. I'm taking the shit off.
That was quick.
I couldn't.
That's all we can get out of him.
I mean, I'm proud of you for having done it for that long.
Like being in character is like 10 times harder, with not being able to move like anything.
I mean, that's well. Are your people like cold-blooded?
Ooh.
I don't. I mean, assuming because
Yeah,
I'm a
probably.
lizard.
Yeah. So maybe that's just what happens on spaceships. You know, it's hot up here. There's so much, so many conduits.
I'm assuming the armor probably keeps me warm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then when
Armor
you're on
actually
ship-
kind of don't lamp.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, real quick, Ian.
Yeah.
What do you guys put for your output? Do you know off the top of your head? Bitrate wise?
Oh, I cranked that bitch.
Like mine's sitting at 6,000 right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Interesting. Good old Discord being Discord now.
Yeah, man. Being a resource hog.
That's what it do.
Trying to see if there's anything I can. Do you think taking
Oh,
off
would
the
you-
widgets would help with the FPS drop?
I would think so, yes.
Let me just like take everything nonsensical off.
Per captain's orders.
Per captain's orders.
Just wait, that's gonna come back around to save our lives. Y'all make memes
I'm
now.
just saying that may or may not be the name of the first episode.
Yeah,
I really hope it is. Captain's orders. Keep
I was just
your
trying to do
orders.
my first day out captain thing. Of course I'm gonna be like, hey man, I'm the fucking captain, okay?
I'm the captain.
I am the captain now.
I am the captain now.
Alright, I deleted some
Look
widgets
at-
and it looks
look
like
at-
it helped a little. Can anyone refresh stream real quick?
Oh, I'm on that. I'm gonna click the button.
I looked at myself in the fucking camera.
You look like
It's a classic mistake. You never look
yeah,
at yourself.
never look at the camera.
I just started just like, what does this look like? Let's fucking figure
Oh,
it out.
close.
You look like the guy who just got a job in the refrigerated section at a grocery store and didn't know what they were signing up for.
Literally just, you look like Fapspation right now.
Let me go through this advertisement real quick.
Oh, dude.
Nice sweater.
Just stacking shelves.
Nice piano.
Yeah, dude.
Just
So right now
stacking.
it's a faster moving slideshow at this point.
Because I'm
Yeah, it's
currently
still-
sitting at 60 FPS on my side.
I mean, you could kick that thing down to like 30 seconds or to 30 frames per second just for resource usage. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we're not doing anything crazy.
How would I change that
Yeah.
FPS though?
I don't use Streamlabs.
I didn't think it was an option to change.
Wait,
Are we there?
Oh,
hello? Yep. it's smooth again.
Hey, we
All
did it.
right.
I deleted enough stuff. We did it. All right.
Perfect. All right, so Captain, ahead of me, I see the things that Bruce was saying.
Exactly. So it is about a 2-day journey to this location. So you got some flying ahead of you. Is there anything you guys would like to do during this 2-day moment?
I want to get to know my crew better. So over the intercom, hey, we all just got out of academy. I'm sorry for the whole captain's orders nonsense. I'm really nervous about this whole like being the captain thing. So how's about we let's meet in the mess and sit down and talk about where we're from, what we do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
let me set the course first, and then I will meet you all there.
Gus, you set that course. I believe in you. You stud.
All
And I
right.
hop up and head to the mess.
I'll go to there.
I'm already there, like just rooting around for.
You're getting all the good food.
Yeah, exactly.
All the redundant food. Anything we have more than one of.
Redundancy.
Cereal is mine. It's redundant.
I'm just shoving it in my cheeks.
Listen, 29 of these 30 crackers don't need to be here.
They're mine now. Gunners, you guys head to the place as well.
What place?
The mess hall.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking eat everything.
Wonderful. Stone, do you go as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go as well. The
Okay. You guys
Andrew.
all head to said mess hall. It's a sleek-looking mess hall. There is just a large circular table in the middle. And you guys ever see Spy Kids, the original one, where they like put a little thing into a microwave and then it turns out to be making a real food? That's what
Yeah.
you guys have
Yeah.
in your ship.
It's like Spy Kids meets Alien.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like alien kids.
Welcome
And
to
also-
the mind of J. Bruce.
The aliens all look like Machete.
But joke's on you because you guys are all the aliens.
You can also
Fuck.
use
Oh,
life
no.
science to
I'll be 7-foot-tall Machete.
make food.
All right, so I'm just gonna sit down at the table. From a pocket, I produce a deck of cards, and I proceed to start shuffling.
Okay.
Okay.
I point out that gambling is against the rules.
Then maybe we're not gambling. Maybe we're not gambling.
Yeah, I believe the word that the game that you're looking for here is high stakes tradeum.
I'm for it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's an opportunity cost. It's not so much betting as if I win, you lose.
About this, just risk chores.
That one.
You know what?
That one.
I like that a lot.
I don't because I'm probably gonna get left with all of them.
Yeah. Well,
You'll just make your robot do it.
Well, he doesn't have arms, so
As you look over at the
They got
robot, you
torn
see
off.
a single laser and a drill, one in each arm.
and then there's 2 ports like under that have been torn out.
Ooh.
Like they just look like they got ripped out.
It's awkward.
He talked bad to Avesk, and one
So-
thing led to another.
It's fair.
I'm just gonna start dealing cards to everybody as they walk in.
I'm slowly taking them and
Captain, what exactly is our mission?
All right. And I look at my chat camera. I'm gonna put you guys on hold real quick. Be right back. And just kind of tap something on my scouter. And chat goes from a ball to being like a square and kind of floating a little bit differently. All right. As I'm still dealing cards, we are out looking for a distress beacon. Should be easy. They didn't tell me what kind of distress it was. It was just there's a distress beacon on this asteroid on the other side of the sun. So I'm thinking we get there, figure out what it is, pick up the black box, and come on home.
The sun.
Yeah. Pretty caught up on that part too.
I mean, I'm from Akaton. I don't mind heat, but the sun, that's a little spicy for me.
I'm right there with you, Patchy, but that's what we were told to do.
I just shake my head every time you call me Patchy.
Do we know the mission of the ship that we are seeking?
I trying to go back over the stuff in my head. Did it say what the other ship's mission was there, Jabers?
It was a scouting vessel.
Okay. So it's a scouting vessel. It was out there looking for something, but it wasn't very specific as to what they were out there for. They just want us to go see if we can pick them up, I guess.
You do, as you were looking through it, you notice a lot of it was redacted.
Okay. Whatever was going on out there, it was had to have been something important. I really looking through the data pad, it's mostly blacked out.
What?
Yeah. So it seemed a little sketch to me too, but I mean, first mission, don't question it, right? Right?
I don't want to know if they redact half the. Does anyone else here want that? If it's happening,
I mean,
Just be ready for danger.
I have a science
All of the
officer.
information.
You make
are we
damn
just-
good science.
are we just announcing what our jobs are now?
I mean, it
I
sounds
am
like
the
you're-
pilot.
I don't know your job, but I know your title, Mr. Smarty Pants. And I turn away from him.
I do have that title in several different quadrants, so
But what's okay.
All right, so yeah, that's what we've got going on. I don't think that the association would send us on something that's going to kill us on our first time out. That's just me.
We're the most disposable. What are
We
you
have-
talking about?
we have a 47.5% chance of flying directly into the sun.
Gus, can you double check those numbers for me? Make sure that's accurate. You're the one that set the course.
I just get up and leave. Go back to the cockpit. I'm like, shit, I screwed up.
Go
No,
ahead and make
don't listen to.
just make a piloting check for me.
He spouts random things.
26.
26. You look at it. You think the robot might be broken. It's set perfectly to the coordinates that were given you by the captain.
I'd like to double check my coordinates.
According to my calculations, we have a 0% chance of running into the sun. So
See?
thank you for your input.
Crank, you just go power down. And he just walks off.
So whatever. The thing, course is late in. What? We're playing cards. Is
We're
that?
playing cards.
I still have a couple questions.
Can we play cards and talk at the same time? Like,
I don't know about Stone over here.
Dio.
is that you said
don't-
yes, or
I don't
tell me
have
what
any
point to do?
cards.
Wait, you were given cards. Where did you put the cards?
Are they in your mouth? Be honest.
And I just reach in and pull them out.
Oh, gross.
These cards are redundant.
That is highly unsanitary.
Oh, there's multiple threes in here, so
All right.
All right.
For this game of cards that you guys deal them out, everyone go ahead and roll a percentile for me. So D10 and
Gotcha.
a D100.
All right.
49%.
Well, don't say it. I need you to go ahead and re-roll it for me.
I didn't know that they were supposed to be secret.
this is your hand.
This is your hand.
I like this one better, anyways.
I think I
Okay.
win.
Okay. With your quote-unquote hand, you can either... We're more or less playing poker. Does everyone know how to play poker? Just regular
Yeah.
poker. Okay.
Yes.
This
Most-
Hold them.
Yeah, Texas Hold'em. This is what we're playing.
Okay.
This is your hand. Captain, Person to your left, who is it?
Person to my left is going to be Stone.
Stone. Do you raise? Do you fold?
So is like my percentage, if the higher to 100%, the better the hand? Is that?
Yeah, that's how we're playing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Stone will stay.
Stone,
Alright.
who's to the left of you?
Voltaire.
Voltaire.
I will raise.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What are you raising? Because you are betting chores.
Dishes.
Oof.
All day.
Voltaire, who's to your left?
The tiny rat.
That's racist. We should really kind of think about being so racist. The patches here.
He has feelings.
At least they didn't call me a rabbit or something. I mean,
You're a muskrat, obviously.
Ooh.
I was between a rat and a raccoon. I decided to go with rat.
Trash.
well, you're between a Gila monster and a something else. I
Sort of.
call, and I just throw my dishes on there. I don't throw my floor sweeping out
Ooh.
there.
Would Trash Panda be better?
Oh. At,
I-
at Trash Panda, Gus gets up and leaves.
Oh.
It's just like, I can't.
Triggered.
It's simply too offensive. I look at his cards.
Who?
7 and a 3.
To
AK
the,
73%.
Yeah.
to the left of Patrick was Gus before he left.
Wasn't his name Greg?
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
it's his initials.
Greg Universe Stevenson or Gus.
Got it. I'm
Yeah.
clearly behind.
It's alright. And to the left of Gus is the captain, because that's I lied. It's Ori.
Or he's just not even at the table.
Yep, Ori's at his own table.
He's playing solitaire. Very
Exactly.
With 2 cards.
And
Ah.
I sit forward. I'm just like, I raise with all the chores.
Oh, he's going all in.
Okay.
Back to the cat.
Andros. It's been raised to all the chores.
I'm gonna kind of hold my cards, and I'm gonna point back at the chat camera. Say, "Welcome back, chat. We're right in the middle of some high stakes chores only gambling here."
Ixnay on the gambling gay.
Let's see. I just got raised all of the chores. So if I lose this hand, I have to do all of the chores. It's not very captain-like now, is it?
Someone in your chat
Captain-
says captain's orders.
Listen, the captain goes down with the ship.
All right, fine. I call.
Oh. Stone is to you.
Captain, does Star Command know that you're broadcasting our first mission?
They don't not know.
Who the hell is Stark, man?
What is above us called?
Stone thinks that Captain shouldn't use double negatives.
I'm impressed that you understand double negatives.
He's just blowing your mind.
Stone,
Stone comes out of nowhere. He's all of a sudden like, this guy's an idiot. The next minute he's like, holy fuck, genius. But no, seriously, who's above us? Like, what do we call them?
You
I
mean
was calling them the association because it's the Starfinder Association.
society?
Oh, the association.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, association. What does the association know?
But Stone will raise.
What? How are you gonna raise more than all the chores?
Next week's chores.
My God!
There's infinite amount of time. We could bet whatever chore.
I'm not
All
gonna
the
raise-
chores.
I mean, who
Plus-
figured that day one we'd be playing fucking poker?
And we haven't even really assigned chores. So.
I'm not gonna go for double all the chores.
What-
I don't know if it's coming back around with double all the chores.
All the chores plus making of the bed.
And turn down service.
Making of the bed. Is there only one bed that we all share?
No,
a community.
Each person has their own room. So he's more or less saying you'd make also all the beds.
Well, tickle me disappointed then.
If this keeps going around, you might get a tickle out of it all.
Captain, does the trash panda have a normal sized bed?
What
Yeah.
the hell are you talking?
Val, it's your
Just saying,
go.
we could have saved on weight.
Well, we got a robot, so you know.
It's true. We could have left the robot behind, saved on weight.
Use your own goddamn tiny legs.
I'm gonna be riding you.
Oh! Nailed it.
So happy my character just left the room.
Valitaire, it's your go. You've been raised all the chores plus the making bed.
I call.
Maybe if we bought smaller bed, we could afford arms for robots.
It's fair. The next space station, we could sell that bed.
True. Like, we could just lay down some newspaper.
Hey, I don't like where this is going. Throw in my cards. We'll go dig around in each of your rooms real quick. See ya. And
I look at
just-
his cards.
It's a 49%. So
Okay.
Val.
I already called.
Oh, you called?
it'd be Ori next.
Yep.
I'll call. I'll just keep it going.
Captain.
All right.
What's the stream say?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. All right, you space pirates. What are we doing here? We've got all the chores plus making the beds. Feeling pretty good about this.
Real quick, can I like bring up like my little like digital device that I use, like computer or whatever, and just put it on the table,
Sure.
just next to me? Like, there you go. And I want to bring up the captain's stream just in case the camera shows his cards right now.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll a d20 to see if you can figure out what his handle is.
Okay,
You can add your
Well,
computers to it.
it's an 8 then.
Hey. You
I
pull
like
it
how he's
up
like, it's an 8 now.
and you try a couple of
It
different.
was bad.
You try a couple of different things, but you cannot seem to find the name of his channel.
Damn it.
Captain, what's your handle?
I just about told you too.
Damn it. Damn it.
You technically didn't know what he was doing.
If you say
No,
if you say it with enough confidence, it's gonna work out.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Yeah. So just because you asked, if you ever want to tune in,
Like,
yeah,
share, subscribe.
yeah, it's Sunspire Flight School.
There we go.
I nudge
Yes.
Ori.
Starfinder Prime.
I want to like totally get what he's doing and just like pull out the little like the pop socket on my little
Uh-huh.
computer thing and just like slide it over towards him so we can both see whatever's on the thing. Like,
It's literally, it shows everyone there, but it doesn't show anyone's cards. Anywhere that would have
like-
cards is blurred out.
I flip my computer
This
over.
motherfucker has mods.
Yeah.
I'd like to sense motive to figure out if I can see what they're up to.
Go ahead and roll sense motive.
Are there cameras on this ship?
Yeah.
Can I see this whole interaction?
Yeah, you can see it.
You're just like
cool.
at the con, like,
With my head just like, oh my god, this is so...
You're
So-
back at the pilot chair. Are you flying the ship now?
For sure, yeah. that's
Go
what
ahead
I
and
do.
roll a piloting check for me.
Also, my
Don't think funny that he has mod for 4 viewers.
Hey, what are you trying to say about me, man? What are you trying to say about me?
How many we got right now?
I mean, we got 8 right now, but
my
Double.
sense motive was a 16.
16.
I'm looking at more than 8 here.
Oh, that's what it shows on my end. But
I'm looking at less than 8. So
Oh,
I don't know
that's
how that
awkward.
works out. math does not check out.
nope.
I don't
Either
get it.
way, you could tell he's pulling something up on his computer, and then slides it over to Valitaire after he asked you what your handle was. So there's that.
All right.
I rolled a 22 on my.
Perfect. You guys feel this ship rock back and forth a little bit, but you guys are used to this whenever autopilot has been disengaged, and the pilot takes back over. So you guys get the assumption that the pilot has returned to his seat. But as soon as the subtle rocking occurs, you feel flying back normal, just fine. As this is going on, you do see there is probably about 2 hours ahead, there is a small asteroid field.
Like something I'm
Stone
gonna
sounds
have.
like target practice.
You don't see anything because you're playing cards.
Like something I'm gonna have to navigate.
Yeah,
or
something you'll have to
something-
navigate through in about 2 hours.
Okay. Our protocol to like send everybody back to their stations to navigate through it, or is it something that I do on my own with the crew?
I
or
mean,
whatever they want?
it depends how well you think if you're a pilot or if you're going to need someone to shoot the
I think I'm
rocks.
a badass pilot that can do.
Okay, then
everything,
you don't need
so-
anyone to help you fly this ship.
All right. I tell no one.
Okay. Ian,
Sorry, no.
Andrews.
Protocol, I tell the captain privately. Protocol would dictate that I tell the captain.
so are you putting it back on cruise control to go back to the captain?
No, I would mess it. Is there a way I can like calm the captain privately?
You would if you would have traded your comlink codes.
But we haven't.
Put it in his
Nope.
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty privately.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
PM.
log on. Four viewers goes up to 5 really quick,
You broke the threshold.
and I'm like, 2 hours, asteroids, and then it goes back down to 4.
Oh. You see that in your chat.
2 hours, asteroids. That's 2 hours. All right, cool. Back. All right, game on.
It is your go.
Yeah. So you know what? Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling great about this. I'll call it again. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Stone, it's been back to you.
Isn't it?
I would say we all called, so wouldn't it be time
Oh,
to,
yeah,
to show?
just everyone to be the show.
Show the how.
All right, starting
I have-
with, now that we're back at Stone, show your hand. What's your percentage?
Do you want me to just say, or you
Yeah,
want me to,
yeah,
like-
yeah. Go, tell me what your percentage is.
Okay, I got a 92.
God damn it. My card's down and I fucking leave.
That's why Stone
Val,
raised.
what was your what was yours?
I have a 91%.
Oh!
Not even joking.
This game, though.
That is super triggering, and I'm sorry about your loss.
I want to
focus.
like
Won't
on
focus.
my way out to leave. Oh wait, he took his headphones off.
No, you're good.
I hope you can hear me. I just want to I want to pat Stone on the shoulder as I leave. Like, way to go, buddy. And I just leave.
What was your percentage?
89.
89. Yeah.
God
What was
damn
yours, Andrews?
Say it was 90.
It was 98.
Oh!
What?
The captain, though.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
The captain
I'm
was
trying
a
to-
solid 98.
If I can, damn
I
it,
trust-
everything
I trust
shifted.
Ian's
I was
rolls.
trying to get my dice there.
No, you're good.
Those are some absurd rolls.
Yeah, what the hell?
My
didn't
my
make
first
sense.
roll was a 49. Remember when Josh was like, re-roll that shit?
So it looks like.
Shout out to 10 Speed in the chat for subscribing.
Oh,
to Twitch
hey,
Prime.
10
Thank you
speed.
so much.
You're the best.
Let's go.
And thank you.
Hey.
Yeah.
So it looks like Mr. Ori has all the chores plus making the beds.
Wait, do I have this, or is it
Yeah,
the
you're the
people,
one
the
person
person
that
who
lowest.
left earlier?
The person who, no, they folded.
Oh no, Got you. Okay. Yeah. No, that's me.
I want to stop Ori on the way out. Hey, Ori, come here.
Yeah.
I know that like normal cards rules says that the person who stays in and loses the hand.
Mm-hmm.
But like we also had 2 people just get up and leave.
I think they were technically folding.
Yeah, they never called, so the ante was never put in.
Yeah.
Fine. I was trying to find a way out of this for you, but all right.
I appreciate it. How do you like your pillow fluffed?
Very,
So,
very
so it
fun.
was Ori that lost, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
It was Ori that lost the bet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I look over at Ori and I go, Stone think it great that you lose with honor.
Thank you. I try, man. I think it was great how you won with awesome.
All right, real question. What's everyone's preferred style of combat?
Not.
Ori?
It's like a Krav Maga mix, really. I don't know. Mostly hand-to-hand combat. There's no reason they should see me coming before I'm right up in their face with my thumbs in their eyes.
I like it.
Thank you.
Respectable.
And that
If only
leaves
the
you
rat
and
and the
Stone.
droid was still here.
Well, it should be
Android!
pretty obvious.
What the fuck? Where'd he go? Where is he? Is he in the floor again?
So you have about an hour and 45 minutes to kill, guys. What would you like to do before? Or I guess you guys have majority for all that you guys know. Have another 2 days, but Captain, you know that you have an hour and 45 minutes until asteroid field.
All right, so go about your leisure. It was great to kind of have some crew bonding. I look forward to this a little more often. I'm gonna hit the bridge and check in on Gus, but you guys, yeah, come on, chap. And I head back up towards the bridge.
I'm gonna check on the spacesuits.
Cool. Where would everyone else like to go? Ori, where are you heading?
I guess the broom closet.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna go ahead and make that a second room for myself and go ahead and take care of most of these redundant cleaning supplies.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go find our friend and tell him that I have all these redundant things for him. So now I have 2 bedrooms.
I'm currently setting up a hammock in the engine room. So
Perfect. Like this will be great for you to store all of those cleaning supplies in.
you can just put those over there in that corner, and I'll use them later.
All right. Thank you so much.
What is happening? All right, Stone, where are you heading to?
So after playing the hand of poker, I'm gonna go to my room and just mess up my bed, like as bad as I can.
Motherfucker. I feel it in like the sheet force.
You just have an anger build inside of you for no reason.
There's been a disturbance in the sheet force. There's about 1,000.
Sheets have been folded.
Yeah, it's like someone just pulled it 1 thread out of a 700 thread count.
Like,
There's
like,
about 1,000
take
threads.
take
streamed out at
the
once.
sheets off, like take the pillowcase out of the pillow or off the pillow,
You're a savage,
like
dude.
flip the mattress on the side.
What a savage.
Wait. Okay, I'll discover this later, I'm assuming.
Yes, you will.
I'm currently
And
having
then just
Crank,
walk out of the room.
I'm currently having Crank deconstruct all of the cleaning supplies that he gave me.
What?
What I've put on the table before you today is a deconstructed cleaning supplies with chop joke.
Good one. Good one.
I thought it was
Nice.
funny.
I'm
You
for
guys
it.
suck.
And everyone else is doing their things. Everyone. All right, Captain, you get there in about 2 hours. You are approaching the asteroid field.
All right. So I'm gonna kind of lean back over Gus's shoulder. All right, man. So you had said something about asteroids. It's about that time that we're rolling up on them. Do you think you got it, or you want me to put people on guns?
What's protocol?
Protocol says that we try to find a way around the asteroids, but
Then this is what I suggest.
think so.
I believe in you. So we're gonna full ahead straight on through this asteroids, and I'm actually gonna use a captain's action here,
Okay.
and I'm going to encourage.
Mm.
So it says you can encourage another member of the crew to give a bonus to their action. This works like the aid another action, granting a +2 bonus to the check required by a crew action if succeeded on a DC 10 skill check.
I'm for it.
Or it says you can grant this same bonus by succeeding a diplomacy check of DC 15.
Awesome. Okay, so
So-
go ahead and make that diplomacy check.
Here's the diplomacy check. Diplomacy. 15 exactly.
Wonderful. You get your +2 bonus to piloting for this check.
Nice.
Yeah, so I believe in you.
How am I encouraged?
Yeah, so
Don't
We're-
believe in you. Believe in the me that believes in you.
so I've kind of done some reading here and there in the time between cards, and now I've done a little bit of reading on everybody on the ship because I should probably know what everybody's good at. You're a good pilot. You're a damn good pilot, and I'm happy to have you on board. So show me what you got. Impress me. Let's go. And I cough him on the shoulder and go and sit back in the pilot's chair.
Nothing comes out, but there's tears in my eyes. I've
But you don't
wanted
see
nothing
them.
but a captain to tell me that.
But you don't see them because you're facing his back.
True, very true.
It's raining inside this ship.
In my eyes.
In my
Eyes are sweaty.
Exactly. So go ahead and roll your pilot check
+2.
+2.
23.
That is damn impressive. You guys can feel a little bit of movement, but as you can see, Captain, he is very fluidly just flowing through this astral field. It is quite impressive. You were saying that he was a damn good pilot, but you can now see the way he's maneuvering through this asteroid field, that he has the oomph behind it.
I'm gonna flip on the intercom.
Okay.
All hands, if anybody wants to see an amazing display of some talent, I recommend you get up to the bridge right now. This is awesome.
Can I roll sense motive on that one?
Yep.
I'll just go straight up there.
Okay.
I got a 10.
A 10? Seems serious enough.
Is this captain's orders?
It's
I'm
not,
going-
but I mean it's cool. So come check it out.
I'm
Trash
going
pandas?
to scream, "Stone battle stations!" and then begin to sprint my giant legs to the gunnery seat.
Do you take the left or the right one?
As
The
to not
left
fuck up Stone, I will take left.
Okay.
Because he might
Right,
tell me to
right
get
has
up.
5 letters.
He'll come down there and be like, "Get up."
That's my gun.
So upon hearing him say battle stations or whatever, I just hit my fist against the wall and I'm just like, let's go. And then I go into I run to the gunner stations and get into the right seat.
And then Crank comes just kind of rolling up and just watches. And I'm watching through my little screen while laying in my hammock,
Okay.
being lazy.
All right. As everyone walks up to the bridge or is watching It is actually quite an astonishing look, as you do see Gus just maneuvering through this asteroid field. All of you would assume that you would need a gunner to get through how thick this asteroid field is, but Gus is able to weave in and out perfectly, barely even lifting more than he has to get his wings around the asteroids. Everyone who has visual outside, which I believe is everyone, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Can I roll for whether I cry or not?
Yeah, go ahead and just roll a d20.
Okay, I rolled a 2.
You have a couple tears streaming down the side of your face.
Okay, it's beautiful. Such precision.
17.
My
Yep, go ahead and round off.
perception, 3.
Okay, cool. 17, you said?
Yeah, Voltaire got 7.
Okay. Stone?
21.
21, okay. Stone?
I'm sorry. What are we rolling?
Perception check.
Gotcha. 1 second.
Ori, do you have yours?
I rolled a 2. If you want that to be for the tears or for
No,
the
that can be
perception.
tears. You can go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
Go ahead and take a -2, though, because you have tears in your eyes.
God, it's a 4. What the fuck?
-2 for a 2, I like it.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, and then the pilot?
17.
Alright, anyone who rolled 18 or higher, behind a couple of the asteroids, you see what looks like pieces of a ship. Just a couple different ships coming in different directions. And that's where we'll take our break. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're going to take just a small break while we go ahead
I'm so for it.
and go ahead and stand up, take a breath.
Bruce, you are saying
Listen
things,
to
but
me.
we cannot hear you.
He muted himself to talk to
I
Chad.
believe, yeah, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay.
So go ahead, do that. We'll be back in about
Do we know how many
5-10
minutes we're getting?
minutes, and then we'll be back on. Thanks, guys.
It's like 10 or something. wasn't it?
5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes. All right.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Thank you.
Then we will be back in just a couple seconds. I'll see you guys.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for hanging out and being patient. I do appreciate it. We are going to go ahead and get back into it. So, thanks for watching, guys.
You stream your sexual escapades?
That was the first thing back on the stream. I appreciate you.
Fulfilling my role.
That's what you do. This is why we keep you around.
On that note,
To
Welcome
answer your
back,
question,
everybody.
Should I have asked that in Voltaire's voice?
yeah, probably.
I can repeat it.
No, it's okay.
good-
It's okay.
It's smart to.
Just in case anybody missed it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I don't think it was missed because it was literally unmuted. JJ started talking. It was like, oh, good, perfect timing. All right. So where we were left off, got a good game of poker in, hanging out, being all goody guys. Ori got a bunch of chores plus making all the beds.
Oh yeah.
Everyone
That's
came
me.
back to the bridge to watch as Gus went ahead and flew through an asteroid field like a boss. With
Two
the
Vesker down there, though.
yeah. Two Vesker downstairs, watching it all happen at the gunner's deck. As a few of you noticed a couple of ships that were hidden among the asteroid field.
What?
I thought there was debris. Was it is ships?
Well, you just see pieces of ships.
Not
Pieces of
floating,
ships like a ship has disintegrated and we see pieces of it, or pieces of ships like we can see a wing of a ship behind an asteroid.
You see a wing. So for those of you who could see it, there are different pieces you see. You cannot see if it's connected to a full ship because of the asteroid that's sitting in front of it. You say a piece of the
Got it.
ship.
I get it. So we don't know if they're derelict or not. Cool.
I was not one of the people that could see these, so I do not change course.
Plus, you're like
Stone
you're a little
was.
distracted. So
I'm terribly excited that I made somebody cry with my. I don't know it, but I can feel it. You know what I mean?
there are potential salvages beyond those asteroids. And he just points with his giant wrench
that over-
hand.
Was that over comms?
No, that's what Crank is saying.
On the
I know,
bridge.
did you-
Because
What's
you're
that?
on the bridge.
Can we
right?
hear it through comms?
It depends.
Probably.
The comms say where they push to talk
I
or
would-
they open mic.
If that was the equivalent of them pointing it out to me, then I would relay that information over comms for sure.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another perception check for me. Anyone who's on the bridge can hear that with a +2 modifier.
Is perception you said?
Yes.
Okay.
19 for Val.
13.
13.
Also a 13.
Awesome.
Hey.
Let's go.
Well, thankfully, because you are getting pointed to where the ships are, anyone above a 10 can now see a piece of a ship behind an asteroid. You are still plenty days away from your destination, though. This is not that.
I like
same ship.
immediately. I immediately go to the science station and just like hit every button to try to find out what that is.
Okay, are you trying to do a scan?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your computers for me.
Okay. And that is a 16.
16. You do a scan. Does it say for the ship? Does it say how long the scan is?
They are short-range sensors.
Short range sensors. You pick up 4 running ships in your short range vicinity. One of them is in that direction.
In any of that information that I get, I just know that there are ships so far.
Yeah, you see
Do I have to-
you see 4 ships or on your it's like a radar, and you see 4 active running ships. They're smaller spacecraft, but you see 4.
Do you have to do more? Do you have to do more searches or more intense searches to find out if they have like any kind of like I don't know. I forget the word I'm looking for here right now. But a beacon that they're putting out, a code of some sort that tells their allegiance.
You do see that communication
yeah,
is open. So anytime you're asking for that, you just let me know what you're looking for, specifically
Okay.
beyond that initial amount of information, and depending on what you roll, I tell you if you get it or not.
Okay,
But
cool.
with that roll, you do see all 4 of them do have communication open.
I want to go ahead and tell that to the captain. They comms are open, but I don't know who they are. I want to advise caution.
Caution noted. I think it's also kind of our duty to figure out who's hanging out in an asteroid field like this.
By the beacon where someone's asking for help, who doesn't seem to be here anymore.
We're still a day and change away from the actual beacon itself, right?
That's correct. Yeah, you still got plenty of time until that. That's just it's another asteroid field you come across in between. You guys are making your way around the left side of the sun, more or less.
I want to, hearing the information, I want to try and like slow or stop. Obviously, not running into asteroids or anything like that, but I don't want to approach until the captain gives me orders to.
Can
Knowing that comms are open.
I want to make sure and make like all hands aware that there are ships in the vicinity in case those other guys haven't seen it or anything, because that'd be pertinent information for people with big guns.
Yep. So you have a conversation as well. So as soon as you read the scanner, oh shit, run over to the to your comm station, excuse me, and then you hear over all the comms that there were ships inside of the asteroids.
That is the time that I would stop. Or,
Stone, lock and load. Nate, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ready and able.
over the comms, we just hear like, shh.
Like,
In the rear with the gear.
Yes.
all right, Ori, hail them for me. Let's see what they want.
All right, do you want to talk to them? Because I'll open the line, or do you want me to talk to them?
I'll talk.
All right, comms active, sir.
And Bruce, we're trying to hail any of the ships that'll open comms with us.
Okay.
What's the message you want to lead with, Ian?
Any sexy ladies out there? Hey.
Ladies?
To which I reply,
I wish Josh had like an alien Snapchat filter and actually like, be on.
Yeah, dude.
No, hailing the closest ship. Attention, unknown craft. This is Andros Sunspire of the Basmara's Fortune. Just checking on you, making sure you're okay. Come on back.
Do we get any reply?
Go ahead and roll me diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
pilot's question here while that roll's happening. How far away are we from the 4 ships?
Do you want me to respond in hexes, or do you want to respond to you in like feet / miles?
Hexes is fine.
You're 3 hexes away.
Got it.
Our ship moves at 8 hexes, by the way.
A single
Yeah.
move is 8 hexes.
Drew, could you send me the? Is there like a thing
I'll
you could
just-
send me about the ship?
Yeah, I got
Did
it.
you send me a thing about the guns too?
Yeah, it should be in your messages on Discord.
Yeah, I see him. Thank you.
Diplomacy was a 15.
15. What languages do you speak?
All of them. I
It's
don't
probably
know.
your home language in common.
Yeah.
Which you do not.
Love.
You hear a response back, but you do not understand the dialect.
All right.
Do,
back
wait,
to
do,
Ori.
do we have any kind of translation programs of any sort that come standard with the ship?
No.
Damn it.
Does anyone on the ship recognize the language?
Is it blasted over the?
I love that idea. We're just, like our first mission out there, and we just and the first thing we do is put it over the comms for everyone to hear, fucking terrifyingly.
2 people, as it can be played over the comms if you would like to.
Yep.
I
The
wanna go ahead
gunners
and,
both
preface
understand
it.
this language. It is Vesk.
Hey!
Hey.
They say, stop your ship or be shot down.
Very nice. Very nice of those people.
I don't speak,
Drew,
but I
where was
recognize
the-
it as Vesk.
Have you heard
Travis, I
someone
sent it to
speak
your
fluent Vesk?
That's the tough question. Like based
Do you
on
think your character would have
Probably.
listened to it? Then you can understand that it's Vesk in nature.
All right, Val, Stone. Any idea what these guys are saying?
It's a warning to stop, or we will be shot,
Um,
or at
How do I
least
tell
shot
'em?
at.
how do I tell them? Nah, I'm good. Gus,
Are you
go.
wanting me to tell them we're going to continue, or?
Yeah, tell them to have a nice day. We do not want to partake in anything that they have. Just make it clear that no, thank you. Gus, get us out of here.
On Guinness. Okay.
I don't know how to translate that without it being like fuck you.
That's perfectly fine.
I-
That could be the response. If that's what you would say.
I mean, if we just left and like went around, or are you like, it depends on our flight pattern. If we're gonna just fly over them, then I mean, obviously audio will be needed. But if we're just gonna like double back and go around,
You did actually roll with your perception check. You did see them. There's 2 on each side of you. So you'd be flying through them at this point.
Okay, so yeah, if I'm flying, I gotta know the situation because flying through them and flying away from them, like back the direction we came, are 2 different actions.
No, you'd be flying through them. And I'm actually in the process of making the board real quick.
All right.
I want to go ahead and like just advise our 2 beefy gunnermen, like please let the men know that we are investigating a beacon, a distress beacon. We mean them no harm and are going to continue on our mission.
I would like to quote that in Vesk like word for word.
Perfect. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh God.
What did you tell them?
The
Wait.
captain just rolls
Yeah,
initiative.
the captain just rolls initiative. And then I roll.
And then I would assume it's just my
And
normal
I rolled
initiative
like
modifier?
shit. So
I rolled great. Use mine.
So, real quick, Andrew, because you're the guy here,
Yeah, let me get it up.
as I'm going through this.
Alrighty.
Now, it
So
says go ahead.
it's done in phases, basically. And there's 3 phases in space combat, starting with engineering, then moving to helm, and then gunnery. And the captain can go whenever he wants because he's the captain, and then the science officer is essentially like reaction. So
At any of those phases, like I get a turn between each one, or
you get 1 turn, essentially, and as a reaction, you can do a bunch of your actions.
okay.
So, and
Wait,
now
what were
your
the
actions
phases
are-
again? I feel like
It's engineering's first, then helm, which is piloting, and then shooting.
yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
So,
Have we got a reply?
You're about to as soon as I finish making this map.
I feel like our reply is like, get ready.
I feel like her reply is lasers.
As soon as you speak that, you get disconnected from the transmission.
Comms are closed, Captain.
How did I
Well,
do
ain't that
this?
nice?
Do we have ammo when it comes to this ship, or are the laser batteries rechargeable?
I think that actually might be part of my job.
what was the
I'm just
question?
saying, can I spray and pray, or do I need to conserve?
There's no real ammo. I can beef up your guns if you'd like, but that's about.
So you're Jordy.
I'm essentially Jordy, yes, or
All
Scotty.
right. All right.
Does that make you Data, Ori?
No.
No, I feel like if anything, I'm like I'm that version of Will Riker that was made in the transporter accident.
He's like Spock. Ori Spock,
Depends on what
Gus's data.
season
Yeah.
we're going, or what series.
That's fair.
Because I was going next gen.
Would.
I mean, next gen is great. TNG. However, I'm watching Voyager right now, and I'm having a better time than I remembered having the first time.
Okay, hold on. Sorry about this, guys.
Oh no, you're
You're
good.
good. We're gonna talk about the intricacies of Star Trek. I'm really excited about that. Actually, tonight is the premiere of the new season for I forget the
I
name.
haven't-
Discovery.
I haven't
Okay,
watched any of it.
So
Isn't it
here's
good?
how it works. So during the engineering phase, all ships engineers go at the same time. That's it. Then the helm goes, and each pilot rolls a piloting check. The lowest result goes first in moving, then the next, until all ships have moved, and then the highest piloting check shoots first. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
So I roll and then pick my action.
You roll to see your initiative as the pilot.
So
you
only the
roll a
pilot will
piloting
go.
check.
That would go. It needs to roll initiative. Everything else is done based off what he rolled.
Except
do
for
I add
engineering,
my-
which is done all at the same time.
Do I add my initiative modifier to this?
No, you add your piloting. You just roll
Oh,
its
thank
piloting.
God, that's way better.
I didn't roll initiative. I'm supposed to.
I want to shoot at them with my semi-automatic pistol.
Okay.
And
Captain,
then,
no, that's the
You
way
just shoot by my face.
like a drive-by.
and then in the case of a tie, the pilot with the fewer ranks is counted as the lowest. So, and ranks is how many points you put into it. So we'd all be at 1 rank essentially. So if there's somebody with 2 ranks
You're cheating.
and we tie with them, we'd go last, or we'd move first, shoot last.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
If you've ever played X-Wing, it's similar to that.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like X-Wing.
Well, now I wish I would have played X-Wing.
Damn it! If only I had $800 to play the game.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
only need 50 to start.
I like only 50. And then, sorry.
I bought the starter pack on clearance at Target for $20.
You serious?
Uh-huh.
Smart.
Bless your
Well,
heart.
they just redid the thing, so you might have gotten an old one.
Yeah, it's the one with
Still worth.
it's Poe Dameron and 2 TIE fighters.
Hey, dude, that's still something.
So,
Alrighty.
so I roll initiative, yes.
No.
Because I
You
roll
ro-
this.
You
Wait.
roll your piloting check.
Yeah,
Is it the captain or the pilot?
Captain
We're-
will
we're-
roll
The
initiative.
pilot.
Wait, I thought it was captain who rolled
Oh,
initiative.
Pilot.
Oh,
Pilot
my God.
rolls.
Never mind.
Based off of pilot.
Ian,
We're
I'm so
making the
sorry.
sausage here, folks.
Because I rolled a 16.
Okay.
And I am going to for engineering. I will. What do we want? Do we want more speed? Do you want me to just wing it?
So the last, the last order we got from our captain was get us out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna boost the speed. So I need to make a engineering
Boom.
check.
You guys see it?
Hey, that looks good. Nice job, man.
Thanks, dude. You guys are obviously the big ship.
Nice. I like
Oh,
this.
Alright.
sweet. Yeah, that's sweet.
So for this turn, we count as speed 10.
Jesus.
So
Let me roll initiative real quick here for him.
My
Okay,
God.
big ship no longer big.
I mean, you're still larger in size.
That's what she said.
Nailed it.
I mean, it was way too long before our dark joke. It wasn't really dark.
But, yeah.
also we only have guns in the front, so
We can't swivel them?
they're not turrets. They are basically you can, like, within the front arc you can shoot, but other than that you can't.
So I
And
can't aim. I literally am just a
I
vest
think-
in
Wait,
the back
wait,
of
wait,
a
wait.
I
boat
feel like
with
you,
a button.
you probably have like 180
I gotta
degrees
go.
forwards.
If you look in the Discord, there's the picture of the character sheet for the ship.
Where do I look?
The Star Ventures one.
So
No,
the-
I have the character sheet in front of me.
Okay,
I'm
so
asking,
see the little-
crew,
see the big
systems,
circle?
expansion base, circle.
See the big circle in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
where it says forward arc?
starboard, port.
See those lines that
That's-
dissect? That's
So
Damn.
we don't have starboard and port guns or aft.
we only
we
have
just
two
have forward.
forward-facing guns.
Holy shit!
Okay.
so you have like
That
35
changes-
degrees.
I'm not gonna be able to hit shit.
I mean,
Well,
it
I'm
goes
telling
out. It's you have exponential. I think it's short range is like 6 hexes, but if you count out from there, you have 6 hexes. So
My
yeah.
God.
Okay, this changes what I was gonna do.
And what'd you roll? You rolled a 16.
16 initiative, yeah.
All right. So, ship number 2 will go first. So they move first, but
Shit.
shoot last, correct?
Yeah, so we're just doing moving right now.
Yep.
So you move everybody below 16, then we'll move, and then you move everybody above 16. Then everybody above 16 shoots, then we shoot, and then
So
everybody
it's
below
slowest
16.
moves first.
Yep.
Okay, so I lied. So it's actually gonna be ship number 3 that moves first.
Starting to feel like I know our first upgrade.
Yeah.
Well,
Gun.
Hey,
you have
Put
hey, Josh,
starboard and arc guns.
could you number the ships on the roll 20?
Let me see.
yeah. So when you're making the ship, you have a buy point allowance based on the tier, and we didn't have a lot of points to start with.
It is a level 1 ship for level 1 people. If you
mean,
click
the-
on the ship, can you guys see in the green dot the numbers?
No, we can't click on any of the ships.
Yeah, we can't click on the ships.
I can make circles.
Yeah, I can do it.
There we go.
Yeah, that looks good.
My God.
Okay,
How's
so
that?
You got-
yeah, that's good.
You guys remember the part where we were alive?
You know, all playing poker,
I
hanging
don't
out.
actually. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't know.
Really
what it was.
confident in gunning these things until he was like, "Your forward arc is nothing."
Yeah.
It's 35 degrees. You know, it's great.
Already we can't shoot these men.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, we can't shoot them currently.
What's the ship like in reverse? Can we do max speed in reverse?
We've gone plaid in reverse.
It's half the speed, so we'd be able to move 5 hexes backwards.
I can flip and burn, which means that I'm
It is a Corrigan.
yeah.
Is that you using like gaining forward momentum and then just flipping the ship and then continuing that momentum?
No, I flip a bitch and then gun it essentially.
Okay.
Think
I
Star
like your
Fox.
idea though, because in space, technically, you would keep that momentum.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no like space winds don't really buffet us from.
Oh no,
Like
you're
flipping
actually
the
right.
ship around.
The ship moves forward half its speed, rotates 180 degrees. Yeah, and I have to roll to make it happen. But yeah, you're right. It goes forward and then flips bitch.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that me circling things on my side would show up on the board.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah,
God.
Y'all see it.
No, I know what you're
I'm
talking about.
sorry.
It's gone now. What? Checkbox? Get that out here. All right, so we are going to do.
Gosh, it's a little too bad we're streaming, so you know what I'd draw.
I know. I'm perfectly aware. That's why I decided to stream it.
Wait, you said 2 streams.
To stream it. Yep. Duo stream.
Stream.
He
Stream
decided
and a
to
half, really.
stream it.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and
Oh my God.
I need to go ahead.
They're moving to intercept, Captain.
Oof.
Wait,
Oh,
are we-
Steady
keep
on.
going. I'll be able to shoot you if you do that.
They're so fast.
They've come into arc.
we're actually probably faster. Well, there might be fighters.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a way I can? This is a question I have. Game.
Mhm.
When I look at these ships and I see them as a pilot, can I ascertain their capability?
What skills do you have?
Oh God.
Actually, is that a piece of information that I could have gotten from scans? Do I show
Yeah,
like
that's a good
Yes, that is.
this is a Blink class ship?
Do you have the core rulebook on you?
I do.
325. That is your That is your section.
Thank you. I'm looking at other pieces of information, but I should probably look inside the book.
You want scan during the helm phase, which is the movement phase.
Thank you.
And it's DC 10 plus the tier of the ship being scanned, and it's bonuses for countermeasures. And then based on how many, for every 5 you get over the check, you get that information.
Nice.
So.
You said 325?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I see it now.
Sorry.
So what I'm hearing is you have to feed me information.
Yeah.
Constantly.
We have to actually like
Work as a team,
together.
guys. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Treat this more
whoa.
like Star Trek than like Star
Anything
Wars.
else? Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, because you're just so good at everything with pages. What pages are the ships on?
Like the actual, like the
like,
makeup.
Yeah, like the ships.
They start on like 310. Oh wait, keeps going. 306,
Okay, let me pull that up.
and then it goes all the way till like 313 ish.
Okay.
315. Just guessing.
Okay. So can he do that scan now then while they're moving?
It's during the helm phase, so yes, he could do it right now.
So yeah, he can do it before I.
And
shoot.
how long is a short range?
I'll look up exactly, but I believe it's yeah. I'll just look.
You said 6.
6 for weapons.
So what I'm understanding is that the engineering person goes first
Yeah, so we all went first. I increased your speed to 10.
to 10, and then but computers and pilot go at the same time in the helm.
Depending on what skill the computer guy is using, all the skills will tell you what phase you can use them in.
Is computers? Is that me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you would use computers to scan them.
Okay, cool. I'm
In the
gonna
helm
I'm gonna go ahead and
phase,
do that then.
I was gonna say I
And
didn't
then
know if you wanted to wait for 1 second until everyone moved, like, because I'm still moving people.
Oh, then yes.
And then that way you can see make sure they're in range before you can scan them.
for sure.
Thank you.
But the
Mhm.
captain can go whenever, right?
Yes, the captain can go at any phase.
Okay.
And
I'll just remind the people that can feed me information that you're talking to very logical.
Yeah, I promise not to speak in colorful metaphors.
Is that possible for you?
No.
It's just that the last thing that I receive and the last thing I received was get out of here. So the last
Yeah,
thing-
so you're just gonna go.
exactly.
Dude, they're moving to blockade.
all right, so
They're moving in front of my guns.
wow. So our
And
sensors and our,
gunners, if you want to shoot a thing, you gotta let.
so our sensors and our guns are both 5 hexes.
Okay, so not within range.
1, 2, 3,
But we move. You can move
2
and then
is?
do it.
Yeah, you
So-
can move and then do it. It is your guys' move.
All right, Gus, I'm gonna need you to get in closer before I can tell you anything about these guys.
You got it. I would look at number 2 as like the most isolated thing, and I would head, which means I have to turn.
So,
So
you have
Ian-
to move.
Ian,
So
if you
to
want to
turn-
let us know.
Travis, to turn, you have to move at least 1 square, and then you can turn,
So I move, and then I
and
turn.
then you can turn to one of the adjacent corners of the hex, essentially.
That's what I thought. So
Yeah, because
I
how
wanna
you
go-
like think of it like how you see like an ocean liner turn.
Yeah, so I'm going, but I'm essentially I'm going 1, 2,
Yes.
and then I have to. Do I have to go? And then I'm facing this hex, right?
Hey, Greg,
Essentially, yes.
you can now, because you're the
I'm
pilot,
going 1.
you now have access to move that token.
Sweet.
Nice.
2, 3, 4.
I'm not sure I agree with
5.
this movement.
Okay, but so the question that I have,
Well,
too, is
so-
can I move, stop, and let the computer's person take an action
And
in
then
the helm
continue.
phase and then move again?
Interesting question.
I would say yes, because it's an interrupt where he
believe
can
so.
take his action. So in between
Yeah.
the move, you can do the scan. So if you want to go ahead and scan
But-
now, or did you
You
want to?
don't even have to face him to scan him
Right.
either.
It's an AOE scan surrounding you guys. 5 hexes in all directions.
Okay, so I don't have to be facing them to scan.
Nope.
Right.
So I want to
Though facing him like that, we could just put both lasers into their face.
Well, he still moves, number 2.
Number 2, yeah. We haven't moved number 2 yet. They move after you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was my original
So-
square, yes?
Yes.
So yeah. So these 3 have moved already.
No, that wasn't the original. I think we're.
It was
I
a
think
one
we're
back.
there.
That looks about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we.
And then,
weren't
no,
really-
one to the left.
3.
Here?
Yeah, because I counted a straight line up to the corner of that ship earlier.
He's like, I'm ready for this.
Yeah, you know.
So okay, all right. Well, take us in closer, Mr.
Okay.
Guster.
Hold on, there's an actual like algorithm that I have to do to make sure this works. It does not move against the direction the ship has maneuverability. So our maneuverability is clumsy.
What? No, it's good.
It's good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's like, hold up, no, I made it so it was not that.
That's why it's only one turn. That's why it's only one space to turn.
Poor.
You have good piloting, so you get
Okay.
+1.
So, but I can take an action and move in the same turn.
Yes, most of your actions are moving, but yes.
Right, but so what I'm going to do for this action is I'm going to turn in place. So that we are kind of, I feel like the gunners are going to be a bit more.
Wait, which way are we facing? Which way does our
This right here
gun-
is the front of the ship.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
we're facing.
So this is my turn in place action. And then
Okay.
as a movement, I can also turn. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yes.
and it's
So-
1 hex. Yeah.
But I have to move 1 hex forward and then can move to the next hex.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
you
I
can
go-
rotate that
Gotcha.
So
90.
So I want to move 1. Actually, I want to move 1, 2,
And you have 10 movement.
3. Oh god, yeah. Let's get
Remember, we
behind
only
this
have 5 range on everything.
guy. 4.
So
So this way, he's like trying to like line up the ship, like put that ship between us and them.
Actually, I can do 1 more.
Not a terrible plan.
And then
I like it. I like it.
there we go.
Is
That's
that
exactly what I was gonna
acceptable?
say.
yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
You're the pilot. You tell me.
All right.
I think that followed all of the rules. But
Did you want to do your scan now?
Yes, please.
Our max everything is
Right there.
Come on, give me something good. No, I don't feel good
Uh,
feelings from the dice, guys.
you get +2 because of the computer.
Yeah.
So,
because of
plus
the built-in
2 to your
computer, you get
computers.
+2 because of it.
And Travis, you get +1 to your piloting because of
Got
it.
it.
And
That is, in true fashion, a mod 20.
Oh, what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is.
You can find out more about those over on twitch.tv/mod20gaming.
Wonderful. So, unfortunately, in this system, it does not auto succeed unless it is combat. So, what's your total
Okay.
computers?
So are we adding my modifier to this as well?
Yep. So you add your computer modifier plus the additional +2 you get from the ship.
Okay, so that is a 24.
Beautiful. Wait. So, is your computer a +4?
18.
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
wait, hold on. Did you add? So the first time you put, is it a class skill?
For what?
Your
The computers.
computers.
It's computers. I think computers is a class skill for operatives.
Yes. Is there a check mark next to it?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So the first time you put a rank into that skill, you got an additional +3.
Yeah.
So-
So there's a 1 + 3, and that gives me the 4.
Oh, so you don't have any intelligence? Okay.
Oh, dang, that's slight. What's your intelligence modifier?
That seems super shady.
What's your intelligence modifier?
Oh my god, guys, this is the new sheet to me. Let's see here. Where do I find that on here?
Should be
I
on
don't-
the first page. It's just in the with all your attributes, just intelligence.
So yeah, no modifier for intelligence. 11.
Okay,
Solid.
that's why. All right,
So
cool.
Yeah.
so you add so for total for your scanning, you add +6 to it because you get 2 from the ship,
Yeah.
4 from you, so that's a
And
24.
then 4 from me.
Okay,
Yep.
And-
18, 20, 24.
cool. And then what's that DC against? That's against a
10 plus their ship tier plus any countermeasures that they would have, and it should say in their thing if they have any.
Oh, well, you do. You can see it because they don't have any countermeasures, and they're a lower tier ship. So,
Suck it, nerds.
yeah, dude, you get all the information, right?
Yeah.
How many did he beat it by?
He beat it by.
For every 5, he gets one of the tiers,
Mm-hmm.
He beat it by 10.
and that's on. So
2.
He would get.
I find out weapon or defenses. Or weapons.
Weapons and what else? Just weapons?
Defenses and weapons.
All right, defenses. They do have.
So he knows AC.
TL.
Their target lock is. How many hell points they have. Pretty much, what they are.
Okay, it is a Adiran Void Runner. Their AC is 15. Their target lock is 14.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yep.
So their AC is what?
15.
15.
Target lock is
14.
14. And does he know HP and shields?
Yeah.
HP is 20. And it's got
Okay.
10 shields, 3 forward, 2 port, 2 starboard, and 3 aft. So 3 in the front and back, and 2 on each side.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Cool.
And then he also knows their weapons.
I know 1 weapon. That's it.
Oh, 1 weapon.
More is good. I'll take more if you guys give me more. I'm...
Sorry, I'm looking it up real quick. Thanks
You
for being
said the
patient,
Void
everyone.
Runner?
Yeah, it's a gyro laser, and it does 1d8. And it's
Sounds
forward facing.
And exclusively forward facing?
Exclusively forward facing.
Sick. And we are right now behind them.
That is correct. So they cannot shoot you right now.
Awesome. I'm gonna pass that stuff along. What is the AC of that ship versus our AC? Would that be something I'm privy to?
Our AC is 15,
So it's the same.
Okay.
but because
Alright.
that's because we have a lot of armor.
Okay. I'm gonna let them know that we're pretty evenly matched as far as like armor and shield kind of stuff goes. Downstairs, and to everyone that can hear, like all comms.
Yep.
And let them know to just unload on this guy because they can't fire at us from back here.
All right, and I'm also going to interject in there with some captainy business.
Okay.
Because before shooting phase happens, I'm gonna also on the comms talk to my gunners.
Mm.
Say, all right, Valetaire, you're security guy. Do your job. Keep us safe. I believe in you. Shoot them good. I'm gonna be trying to encourage for a +2 on shooting for him.
Yep. Is that diplomacy
As-
roll?
Yeah, DC 15 diplomacy.
Go ahead and roll that.
God damn it. Got a 10.
Out of 10. You hear the words, but you're not truly inspired.
Speak to them in their language.
As
Oh.
of,
Yep. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, as a veteran of Vesk military, does this formation seem like an assault or?
Do you have profession?
My profession is merc, but
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that for me.
okay. A 20.
20. The formation seems familiar. This is their normal formation that they would use to ambush a single ship. But you do know that these are not Vesk ships.
So more likely pirates. All right. Well,
And what were you saying, Andrew?
I was just going to remind everybody that once per round, for 2 checks you can get a +1. So
Plus 1 to what?
Anything that you do.
the roll, yeah.
From
the computers.
ship?
Yep,
Or-
the computers assist you, and you just say, "I'm going to use the one of the 2, whatever."
Okay, so we get 2 as a crew.
2 as a
Yes.
crew,
Person.
correct. So each
And
2
it's-
people can get a
and
plus 1.
And it's once per round. So,
Okay.
and a round is all 3 phases.
All right, so this ship is going to move now.
What a bitch.
Still in range.
And then I'm going to go ahead and roll that piloting check. Solid.
They spun that around on us real quick, boys. Everybody hold on to your butts.
And that's the last one. So it fires now, correct?
So he shoots first, then us, and then everybody else.
Okay, and no one else is going to be able to shoot.
That's what we like to hear.
So they'll go ahead and shoot you guys.
And we have a 15 AC.
Okay.
Can I move all shields to forward shields?
You can balance them,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe that's in the helm phase.
Okay.
So instead of
okay.
scanning, you could have did that.
Gotcha. I see. Thank you.
Now, if you had more people, like if we had more crew or space for crew, we could have more officers that are just NPCs and they could help you do more actions.
Okay.
So that is a.
I want to.
Yep, go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to make a mental note to somehow give the robot man little just like control hookups for other shit later,
Ooh, I like it.
so we can just tell him things.
The 7th member of your guys' crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, clank.
Yeah. That is a 15 to hit.
All right, so that hits.
So
Damn
go
it.
ahead and roll 1d8.
Right now, our shields are presumably in the same spread as theirs.
8, 7. So 8 on the front, 7 on the sides.
Okay, cool.
None in back.
Well, that's 8 on the front and back.
Okay, cool.
7 on the side.
You guys
We
do
have
take
30 points of shields.
8 points of damage to the front shield.
So the front shields are basically gone until we put them back.
Until I
balance
balance
it.
them.
And I can add, I can power up some shields if we need.
Yeah.
But we only get
Art,
5% of 90, so.
Take us to warp. Let's get out of here.
We do have drift engines, but it takes, I think, 10 minutes to kick them in.
It
So
takes
Alright,
a minute to
so
get out of here.
if-
I'd have to outrun.
if the Last Jedi taught me anything, it's that we hold out as long as we can and then we warp through them.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, dear Jesus.
That was a great shot. It was visually beautiful.
It was
Yeah,
visually,
visually fantastic.
Exactly. Concept wise,
Visually beautiful.
just destroy my brain. I was like, get that out of here.
All right,
Your
I
guys'
gotta
are shooting
flip
guys.
pages.
our shooting. All right, downstairs Vesks. Let's light them up. I believe. Let's go.
Roll 21st, obviously.
Yep,
Or
yep.
D20 first.
Yep.
it's gunnery, whatever.
Plus your gunnery skill.
Fuck is that? Because I was looking earlier.
Alrighty. Let me pull that up for you.
There is no gunnery skill.
There is. It's a different.
Is it
Wait,
underneath
hold on.
piloting? Or it can also either use
No,
piloting
it's
or shooting?
it's in the section, but yeah, it can be piloting or dexterity. I mean,
Whichever
Yeah,
one's better
yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
I have
gunnery,
that on dex.
1d20 plus your base attack bonus, plus or your piloting skill. So either or. The
Base
gunner's dexterity bonus, bonuses from the computer, and bonuses from the captain and science officers, plus a range penalty.
So
Is,
would that
is
be
the
our
time
attack?
per round? Sorry,
our
is the
range?
time per round the same for like in-person combat? Is it?
No, it's
What's
different.
the time? What's the time per round here then?
It's I'd have to look.
I think
We
it's.
talked about
Yeah, I'm
for
not exactly sure. I should have read that up. I'm sorry, guys.
These are
So-
weird questions, though.
No, they're
No, no.
important
Uh,
ones.
Yeah, so it's gunnery is 1d20 plus your base attack bonus or piloting skill plus your dex and then plus any other bonuses from computers, captains, or science officers, and then minus the range penalty. So you can shoot outside of our range. You just get a -4 to the roll.
So when you say attack bonus, is that the ranged, obviously?
So
Yeah.
you should, as a soldier, I believe your base attack bonus is 1. So
Your BAB.
your BAB.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's whatever you normally have
So
for a BAB.
plus your dexterity mod. So it's more or less range shooting plus your
So-
D20.
And then
Okay.
plus anything else.
And then
it's
anything
just
else
a
you've been
normal.
given. Or so you can use your +1 if you would like to. Because you have 2 +1s to use for the whole round.
And you could both use them because you guys are the last ones to go, essentially.
Yep, so you guys can go ahead and both roll to shoot.
All right. Well, I rolled a 14 plus 4, so 16.
You say a 14 +4?
So, all right, 18.
18.
Are you using one of the +1s?
Sure, I'll use one, and we'll have Stone use one.
Okay. Stone, go ahead and roll your attack as well.
So I rolled a 17 plus my piloting skill of +5 plus I guess the 1 from the thing. So that's going to be a 23.
Both of you guys hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
We
2d4.
both, yeah, 2d4s. How?
That legitimately just scared the crap out of me.
That is a terrifying thing.
I rolled 2 1s.
Solid.
I rolled 5.
So total of
Well.
7 damage.
We got through their shields at least.
You did, and you did.
Nice.
Let's see here.
And they do if the damage exceeds the critical threshold, they do take critical damage. So
Where is that threshold? That's
Uh,
ooh.
combat rounds are 6 seconds in this, same as D&D, by the way.
Is that
Look it up right
for ship combat or?
Just that each combat round represents 6 seconds in the game world.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't differentiate on here.
So
Yeah, I'm not seeing how long it takes to like, if we wanted to jump into drift. It's not seeing how long that actually.
That's
takes to
10
get
minutes.
into
That I know that much.
it. Okay. So
It's 10 minutes to warm up, and then you instantly get thrown in after the 10 minutes.
okay.
so
I
you
informed
actually-
the captain that it would take 10 minutes to get into drift.
You actually do also break through the forward shield and deal 4 points, which is their critical threshold.
so roll a D100.
I will.
Oh my god. I want to report to everyone that they broke through the shield.
That is 45.
45. Their weapons.
Oh.
Randomly determine one arc containing weapons and conditions applied to all gunners. So they have a -2 penalty to shooting now.
Then I just roll that randomly, so I just roll a d4 because there's only 4 quadrants.
Well, they only have one weapon, so.
Oh, I guess that
they
makes
can-
sense. So that ship has a -2 to shoot now because of that shot you guys did on it.
Let's
Awesome.
go.
When I see the shots connect, I'm gonna like smack my hands on the captain's chair and jump up. Woo! There we go! There we go!
Let's go, boys!
Oh, dang!
I just like want to look at Voltaire and I just want to like fist bump him like from the seats.
I like it. It's spicy.
I love the downstairs vesks. These guys are awesome.
Ship number 1 will shoot outside of its range with a -4.
So- Yeah.
I need to look up my ship act.
Because that's the last ship that can shoot.
So I can add.
And that's going to miss.
So on my turn, I'm going to add 4 points to our shields.
Thank
To
you.
the front.
Well, it just goes into the pool, and then
Okay.
he can move them around.
Okay.
And so we're at what was the distribution of it?
Right now it is 0, 7, 8. So 0 on the front, 7 on each side, and 8.
Okay.
So then add 4, which will go to the front. So then you'd have 4, 7, 8, 7.
Okay.
You can, and you're supposed to try to balance it out as best you can, as evenly as you can,
Okay.
and you can put any excess into whatever facing you
So
want.
now it's engineering phase, correct?
Yep. So I need to roll a engineering, and well, I don't know if I got it. Let me check the DC on that.
And engineers go all at the same time, correct?
Yes. So they roll theirs. Now, if they are the only person on the ship, then they do have to take penalties for trying to do multiple things.
Then they will not do anything.
That's why it's better to have a crew.
What the fuck? What is happening right now? That's gonna be the way. That's how it's gonna be. Like 4 sessions in, everyone's gonna have some creepy thing to bring by their desk.
Josh, it's fine. I'll have a palate cleanser.
Oh, I did pass. Okay. So, yeah, I
your
rolled
palate
a.
This is the dog.
I needed a 12 and I rolled a 14. So
Okay, so you have
Hit it.
4 extra shields.
Nice.
What?
Wait, four over those 4 that we just
No,
had?
he
No.
did have to do a roll to make sure you got the check. He had to do a check
Gotcha.
to make sure you got the 4, so he got it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is that what your character really looks like? If once he takes off the mask.
Behind
just-
blue eyes.
All right, so
Just a big
same
dude.
roll, right? You guys don't re-roll initiative every time, correct?
you roll every time.
All right, that's everyone's go. Pilot, go ahead and roll initiative again.
All right, Gus, we have them right where we want them. I like what we're seeing, so maybe we can actually punch through these jabronis.
That's a. Do I get the +2 still from something else?
Yes.
Or,
Or
okay.
+1. It's +1.
+1, sorry.
+1. That's a 22 initiative then.
Jeez, LaCroix.
And that's because we are a small size, by the way,
Jeez.
just so you know.
Okay, so small size plus my piloting bonus. Yeah, it's 21 or 22. 22 +1.
What? I give up on you guys.
Hey, the cheese.
You give up on me? Is that what you just said?
Yep.
We all
That
do
means
it.
we win.
I'm pretty sure he just folded.
Yep, exactly.
He does all the chores now.
Yep. Right. Okay, so you guys actually have the highest, so I'll go ahead and move ships first.
Okay. I'm going to.
Sorry.
Move last.
Yeah, you move last, so I move my people first.
Yeah, move your.
What do you mean, my
Move
people?
Your people.
Oh, I'll get to moving the numbers.
Yeah, move these nerds.
And they have perfect, so it takes 0 for them to move.
Yeah, because they're fighters.
Mom's a fight.
Jeez, they move so fast. Also, they look like wee-wees.
I hate you so much. I was waiting for someone to say it.
We made it so long without somebody's. penises.
but in the end, it didn't even matter.
In the
Andrew,
end,
they don't have to
it
move their
didn't
full
even
speed if they
matter.
don't want to, correct?
Correct.
Perfect.
So
I was
if we're going with
hoping-
that analogy. They are little wee wees, and we are a thick dick. Is that
Exactly.
what you're saying?
Oh my
That's what I'm
god.
saying.
Hey,
Thick boys.
I mean, yeah, it's 2 C's. Mm.
All right.
Dun, dun,
And
dun,
okay,
dun,
remind me of the
dun,
information we got from the scan. What is
Alright,
the
so-
range if we have it?
I don't have their weapons range. I know they only have the one forward weapon.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's pretty much it. It seems like their shields are mostly in the front right now, and we took a good chunk out of the front, the one that we shot at earlier.
2.
Okay. Your guys' move.
Okay,
I need to
I
redistribute
want-
the shields, right?
And
yeah, you go. You
yeah,
go first.
you can do that at any time during this. And Travis, you're back down to 8 movement, by the way, just so you're aware.
So
You guys
Okay.
want to do that full burn thing?
Yeah,
Or
that's
that-
exactly that's exactly what I want to do.
it's a good plan. Especially you can just shoot straight into the side of that number 2.
Yeah, that would be real good for your shields.
We should move to where they have to shoot in a line and like hit each other.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm reading
So,
up.
well,
on
right now I can move to where we can shoot them and they can't shoot us.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's
Yeah,
gonna
let's
take
make sure
it's
we're
gonna
safe.
take it's gonna take some dice. So we'll see what happens.
So for this, the shields that are 7 and 7 on the two sides, are those actually the same number and it counts for both sides, or are they independent numbers that are the same right now?
It's 30 points spread out. So we lost 8. So we're down to 22, and then we gained 4. So we have 26 points to spread between all 4. If that helps you.
Gotcha.
Think
It does
about
very much so.
Okay. What are we doing, Mr. Pilot?
Okay, I'm gonna flip and burn, which means I have to make a check, which is 15 plus 2 times my ship's tier,
Which is
So-
1.
A DC 17.
So I'm looking for a DC 17 here.
But you can also take the additional +1 if you would like.
I rolled a 2,
Solid.
so I apologize to the Vesca downstairs.
Yeah, I think if you fail, you can't shoot for this turn.
It's not that I can't. It's kind of that I can't shoot, but so what happens is I move. So in the flip and burn thing means that I move half my speed. 1. Where'd my mouse go? 2, 3, 4. Now, if I succeeded on my check, I'd flip around and we could shoot this motherfucker. But I failed, so we don't actually flip, which means that no one's gonna be able to shoot.
The distribution of the shields that I want to go with is 5 in the front, 5 in the back, and 6 on the sides.
I like it.
Because if anyone gets in the front of us, we could shoot them with guns.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, I rolled a 9.
What a god.
Here we are.
And you guys are facing away from them, is it correct?
We
Or do
are
we need to wait
facing
for-
this way.
Yeah, if I had succeeded, we'd be facing. but
Okay.
Because I failed. we're
Technically,
facing
nobody's shooting at all.
Yeah.
That is true.
That is correct.
If you fail to check, your starship moves forward half its speed, but does not.
Can you take an action to turn it around then?
I can't because the action was flip and burn.
Oh, okay,
I
cool,
choose
cool.
the action,
Yeah, it's
And
a
then it-
stunt.
and then I have to roll immediately. And basically, what happens is if I fail, I have to move 4 and just stop.
Oof.
There's nothing else
So-
I could do. If I could turn, I could actually move more, but because I failed, I actually can't move more. So this is good to know.
Can I? Is there anything else that I can do in this time besides the whole shield thing, or do I have to pick?
I think shield balance is your action.
Is that
You
is that the
can-
case?
You can do multiple actions, but it's a -4 to both actions, and you have to say that you're doing multiple actions. Does that?
Okay, gotcha. Well, it's too late for me to change then now.
Does he have to roll to relocate shields? Or is that just free?
Let's see. Balance. It is a successful computer's check
Oh.
of DC 15
Gotcha.
times, or plus 2 times the ship
So
tier,
17.
so DC 17, and you can shift the points from one quadrant to another. Alternatively, you can add up all the remaining point, like we talked about, and then disperse them evenly.
Okay, so you have to go ahead and roll.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. So you do get a +6. Now you can use the last of the +1s if you want for the round.
A
as
plus
well.
6?
Yeah, because you have 4 for your pilot, or 4 for your computers.
Gotcha.
And then you get a +2
I think
for your total of
I thought you were
+6.
saying for something else. I was like above that.
No,
Okay.
no.
And
Let's
I'm going to
find out
use
here.
my encourage.
Nice.
So let me try to see if I can get this.
I believe.
Jesus,
Ian.
Ori's job is complicated as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
But I like it though. At first I
I'll
was
say
like
we just
science
have to-
officer.
You
So
just have
hang
to
on
shoot.
to
That's it.
to clarify. When do we have to say we're using the ship's bonus? Because we only get so many. per
Before
round.
you roll.
Before you roll.
Okay.
All right. So I wasn't using the bonus, so that's still out there. But I
Rory
did
was.
get I did get a nat 20.
For a total of-
So- Let's see, that's a total of, because that is a
Diplomacy.
diplomacy check, so that is a total of 25.
25. Go ahead and take that nice, healthy +2 bonus on top of your +6. So you get a
Yeah.
plus
Yep.
What do you tell me?
Yeah. So kind of watching everything slowly potentially catch on fire. It's kind of just me like tapping on the table. Ori. I need you to focus, buddy. I need you to focus. Come on.
I mean, I just want to go. Like, I just want to go. Captain's orders.
Are you gonna take the additional the last +1?
No.
Okay, so you have a +8 to your roll.
Yeah, that is 24.
Hey, you have officially relocated your shields.
I was like, I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Damn right you are. I believe in you.
Hey,
Why
that's
did your
my
voice
line.
change all of a sudden?
All right. That is movement. It is engine. Yep. So now we have no shooting, cause awesome. And engineering now.
All right. Well, I don't need to fix the ship yet, so
Not
that's
yet.
good. That's always good.
Might want to double check your redundancies.
He feels the
I already did that in your room. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep diverting power. So I am going to.
4 ships in our first fight, you asshole. I just thought about that.
I mean, it's balanced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're all solo crews, so they don't get.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's okay.
divert power.
I'm not really bad.
I'm gonna divert power to the weapons,
Ooh. What's that mean?
and I do it with a 30. So
What?
I
You
have
rolled
a plus.
30?
Yeah, I have a +10 to my engineering, and then I roll a natural 20. So anytime you guys roll damage on your dice, if you roll 1, it counts as a 2, and that's how it goes. So.
Solid.
Thank you.
What a guy.
Solid like a rock.
We're at top of the order then, so go ahead and
Roll the initiative.
Roll that pilot check.
Oh, that's an 18. That's what we like to hear. Okay. Yeah. So I still get the +2, right?
You get the
Uh-huh.
+1 plus
Plus
whatever.
1.
Yeah,
So
it's +1 for
26.
piloting.
26 total.
26. Jesus. No, I cannot.
There's some very loud, very drunk karaoke going on in the bar right by my place.
I like
So I
it.
hope no one has to hear that.
I don't hear anything on my
No.
side.
That's good.
How do
As all this is getting, as this fight just keeps getting deeper and deeper into it, I'm just gonna tell the ship, Fortune, play Despacito.
Despacito is playing.
No, we don't have a subscription. Here's a playlist.
You can't.
Would you like to
skip. You're
subscribe?
gonna get commercials.
Yeah, individual songs are not allowed.
God damn it! I went to the academy for 7 years
Have
and I
you
still have to
bought
pay
the
for my own
new
subscription.
iPhone 28 million?
Lo and behold, you guys are first again. Jesus.
Nice.
Now it'll walk you around.
So we're
Thank
first to move,
You guys
last
are-
to shoot.
No, other
Other way around. You guys are
We're
last to move, first to
last
shoot.
move. Yes, this is okay. That makes
This is
way
where you
more
want it.
sense because that's great.
Can I do I lost track of things for a little bit.
Mhm.
Is there time for me to have an action here, or is that the shit I did already?
No, we're at the new order. So if you want to,
So-
you can.
I want to try to target one of their systems.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's see here.
Which one would you
can
like to
you-
target?
Let's see. We're first to shoot, but last to move. Does our shooting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does our
The
shooting
last one
happen?
first to shoot. Yep.
Does
So
our
what-
shooting happen before their movement?
What phase do you do this
No.
action in? It's the question.
It is a helm.
So
So it's their phases first. So I think what we do is we let them move because we rolled higher on the initiative. So I think what we do is we let them move, see what they're doing, and then you get to choose. Like, oh yeah, no, this person's about to shoot us. I want to target them. Is that
That's
right?
okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
What he said,
That is how.
but with
We
more
need to Gus
Captain-
to know procedures.
Yeah. So we let these idiots do whatever they're gonna do, and then we're like, "All right, we've got your number.
that one failed
It's
its flip
two.
and burn.
You guys have all seen Titan AE, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, as soon as like Gus sat down and was doing like his first like flying thing, I just heard that song. It's my time, to fly.
I feel that.
So for flip and burn, for a flip and burn, they go half their speed and then come back with half their speed.
Yeah, they have
correct?
half their speed, and then you can do whatever you want. You don't have to move, but you can move up to half your speed after that.
Okay. Then I will keep it here.
Like the mic stroke. It's essential.
Because the last one, I was just going to keep us right next to that motherfucker and let my gunners, but then I rolled a 2, so here we are.
I mean, you could try again.
Yeah, we'll
Nothing
see what...
wrong.
And that's the best part, that I rolled so high on initiative. I get to see if they're going to... Now we're
I think two
I just-
fucking open out.
I just realized the name that you put for the ship. Thank you.
okay.
The USS Thick Boy.
All right, that's their moves.
We're only thick boy in this fight, but our next fight we probably won't be thick boy.
You're right. Your guys' moves. I like the black and white over there, Ian. You look all sophisticated as you.
He's so
life.
dramatic.
I have become sophisticated, Captain. I have ascended to my final form.
All in one space combat. I love it.
I am now hardened space veteran.
Someone give me bars.
Exactly. All right, pilot of the thick boy.
Okay,
Look,
so
so-
we're in the helm phase at range.
Yeah.
You
I want to go ahead and try to target the systems. 2 is way too far away. If you want to make a move on them, though, we still can, but I don't think that'll be successful.
They're within 5.
Okay, I mean, I
'Cause
guess
you have short range for everything. So
Yeah.
everyone is within distance. You just gotta choose a ship that you want to mess with their systems, and then which system.
And
Okay.
this one, the number 2 is at -2 on shooting unless they fixed it. So
and like that's not a thing that we would know.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
that the direct hit. You guys saw it.
yeah, you like smash the gun.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys can visibly see the gun is. It looks like you as they're flying. The gun is sort of just like wobbling in space. Like it's just wobbling. It's not firm.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say we don't have to worry about 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a -2 to shooting. Everybody, don't get cocky.
So in that situation, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get the weapons on number 1 here.
Okay.
And so it says for that I have to. The DC equals 5 times 1.5 the tier of the enemy starship plus its bonus from defensive countermeasures.
You say 5
That's not-
plus
if
1.5.
that's- Yeah. 1.5 the
times-
tier of the enemy starship.
So like a 7.
It's actually a 6.
Yeah.
Can do this.
Yeah, you have to just roll above a 6 with your +6. I believe in you.
In the heart of the cards. All right, so that is a 20. My 20.
Awesome. You have. What does that do to the weapons?
What does that do to the what?
Do they just go offline, or what happens when you target the weapons?
So essentially, since I'm targeting these, the next shot at that area, it says if you succeed, choose one system. The next attack made by your starship that hits the enemy ship scores a critical hit on a natural roll of 19 or 20.
Okay, cool.
If that attack does critical damage, it affects the chosen system.
Dope.
Alrighty.
So I pass that information down to your guys' target scanners.
You guys have the weapon system for ship number 1 is bright red.
All right. I would also like to use my captain's action here, to taunt number 1.
Oh, you're the worst.
Number 1.
Nice. Let's go.
So it says you can use the communication system to broadcast a taunting message to the enemy vessel.
Okay.
Select an enemy vessel and a phase of combat. So we're in helm.
Yep.
Then attempt a bluff or intimidate check of a DC equal to 15 plus 1.5 times the starship's tier. So I think that's
Yep, 16.
16.
Yep.
All right. If you are successful, each enemy character attacking during the selected phase takes a -2 penalty to all checks for 1d4 rounds.
You're literally the worst. Go ahead and make a roll, though. Do you want to use that +1?
Is anybody going to hate me if I take the +1? All right, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm curious about what your taunt is going to be. You're just going to play like Rick Astley over to the PA to them?
So that's a 17.
17. That will just barely do it. Go ahead and what do you say to taunt ship number 1?
Yeah,
Well, and it's taunted for 1 round.
For 1 round.
Because
Okay.
my D4 was a 1.
Set, boys.
So pretty much I just like switch on, like I hit the button, and I'm just like, hey, I'd like you guys to know this is our first time as a crew in space, and we're still alive. So either we're really good at this, or you're really bad at this. So maybe fix it, yeah? Yeah. And then I close communications again.
Damn. They more than likely didn't understand you.
Oh, probably.
So they
It's
get
just
a
like
-2 to any action.
Yeah, -2 penalty to all checks. The penalty.
Let's go.
So
Well,
it says
pirates. They probably.
the penalty increases to -4 if the enemy's check is made as part of a push action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what a push action is. I've read it, but I forgot.
The targeting the systems was a push action and stuff like that.
So more.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just says it if you look at the actual.
Actual action. It just says it's a push.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Taunting is a push,
Yeah.
and orders is a push, and yeah.
Oh, okay. I see that there. So I guess that.
So
The penalty-
if I were to taunt you guys, it'd be a -4 to taunt back.
Oh, okay.
Where would you guys like to move, Mr. Pilot?
Are there opportunity attacks in space combat?
nope.
I don't think so.
There's not.
Okay, cool.
But
And-
if you do move over a ship, you have to roll.
Dodge.
Flyby or.
Yeah.
But that's if I occupy the same
Yep.
space. And to be clear, I can move into this space or this space. Ooh, where was the other one? There we go. Right.
Yeah.
Since I'm moving forward.
Correct.
Okay, so move forward. Our maneuverability is 1, so I can turn 1 hex here and move forward. I can move 1 hex to here. So that's 2 movement because the turning isn't moves, if I'm correct. 3.
It's hexes, so however many hexes.
So what I'm asking, the turning itself does not count as movement. It doesn't seem like it.
So.
So
1,
you would
2,
move,
3,
and then
4.
in that rotation, you would move at the same time as moving that one's hex.
Right.
So the question is, so the rules say that I can move, and then your maneuverability is determined by the status of your ship. We have a good ship, which means that the distance between turns that I have to take is 1.
Right.
Right.
I
so
move
it goes-
1, and when I turn, it's not an additional. It doesn't take away from.
Correct. So once
Right.
you go into that hex, you can move without taking
exactly.
additional
So-
movement.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
These are some sneaky boys.
8. And I can maneuver this way.
Sneaky boys.
And then I can take the evade action. So it's a DC 10 plus 2 times your ship's tier. It's a 5, so it's going to fail.
What's your pilot?
So my piloting is 7.
So that's a
So
total
that's
of
a
12.
12 total.
And then
which
you get
means
a
that it just
plus-
fails.
Doesn't
You
he
get a plus 1 to that.
Yeah, plus 1, so a 13.
13, so 14. Oh no, sorry. The my evade is you fail by 5. Yeah, so nothing happens.
Okay.
If I failed by more than 5, we would get a -2 to our AC.
Gotcha. All right. You guys are the first to shoot.
Line 'em
And
up,
we
boys,
should get
let's
a
get 'em.
we should get a bonus because we're so close, right?
Not in this game.
So sorry to hear.
Are you
that.
sure?
Yeah, I looked. Unless I missed it.
Right. Switch to serious mode.
The arms of the angel.
But you were told that they do not have any shields in the back, so all this is going to go straight to the hole.
Oh wow.
Fuck him up.
Exactly, Ian.
And remember that any ones you roll counts as twos.
So go ahead and roll
Okay.
your d20s, boys.
I rolled a 16 plus a 4, so that is 20.
That hits.
And any natural 19s or 20s counts as a crit.
Yep.
I rolled a crit,
Nice.
so now I roll my d4s.
So for the crit, you got to roll a d100 also, on top of
Yep.
your damage.
So if you crit. So Nate, go ahead and roll your d20.
I rolled an 18.
18, that also hits. Go ahead and roll 2d4 damage.
Think
On my 2d4, I rolled 2 4s.
Oh!
Wow.
8
And
points.
then here's my 100.
So their damage threshold is 4, right? So roll 2 more d100s on top of that.
For my first d100, I got a 30%. Or 30.
So that is sensors.
And then my second one was a 90.
That one
My
is
God.
power core.
I gotta roll one more, right?
And their weapons are also affected because of
Yeah.
your science officer.
I was waiting until the end to be like how affected they are.
Next one is an 83%.
Oh wait, so the crit automatically hits weapons. So so it would just be the power core and the sensors then.
Okay.
You didn't have to roll the second one.
And then
So,
Nate, what was your
uh,
damage?
I rolled a 4 and a 2.
So a total of 16 damage. In one foul swoop, as you guys swing behind this, you see a as the ship has
Nice.
exploded.
Let's go.
I'm gonna flip open the comms and just to all the other ships go. Wow, you guys really are bad at this. If it's like if we could just swing in behind you like that, get good.
Roll an intimidation. check, okay?
Good. stuff.
Okay.
There is now. It's still in that space, but it is now just scrap, floating adrift.
Does that become difficult terrain?
It does,
Yeah.
but it's also
Well,
lootable terrain.
Nice.
Do I have to be in it to
23 for
loot it?
intimidation.
How you say 23?
Uh huh.
Duly noted.
Too bad we don't have a tractor beam.
That would be nice.
All right. That
Those
is
cost much.
that is everything. Go ahead and pilot. Roll up initiative.
Well,
Or engineering, sorry.
for engineering, I don't know. Seem to be doing pretty well. I'll just keep doing I'll just do the damage again.
Okay.
It's a 17, so that goes off.
Hey, you guys, your guys' gunners get again with the ones become twos
Nice.
for the empowered weapons. All right, let me roll this.
Murder hype.
I rolled a 16 initiative.
Again, you guys are the highest. This is absolutely bonkers.
That's
Thick
what
boy
I
and
like to
dead boy.
hear.
That's right.
Thick boy, dead boy. Dead boy. Dead boy. Let's go.
I just remembered that Crank is literally just standing in the bridge, just watching.
Just dead
Bro.
Iron Giant.
Yeah, just dead.
You know,
on
instead of like
eyes.
helping, buff stuff, he's just standing there watching all this happen.
He actually can't because he doesn't have hands.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
actually do anything.
That's
I'm
Someone's like,
just
why aren't you helping? And he's like, I am not a gun.
All right, so they get to move first.
more like they have to move. Just gone.
Jesus.
Alright. Move
Jesus
your bitch
Christ.
Ass. Move your bitch ass. Let's go.
So I think what was that 10 or 12?
It's 12.
Yeah, so they move 12, we move 8 for like a speed comparison.
That's insane.
That one has
they can-
flown off the map.
They can move wherever the fuck they want.
So does that mean he's gone, like out of the combat?
Yeah.
We scared him.
Yeah, it would seem so.
Chase him down. Make an example. Here we go.
All right.
Is that really the command?
Yep. Gus,
Okay.
take us in. You gone?
Is
He's
this
ready.
real life?
They to quote something my great grandma used to tell me back in the Jewel, right? You play fuck games, you get fuck prizes. Here we go, boys.
Oh, what? That's a hardcore grandma, dude.
Did she also carry like a laser pistol in her purse or something?
Yeah, we're a hunting and tracking family.
So yes.
Oh, so like a hunting rifle in
Yeah.
her pack?
Yeah, we're like my. We can talk about it once everybody's dead. But like we
Go ahead and
specialize in fur trade.
you can go ahead and do your stuff.
Okay, so the starship in front of us is difficult terrain.
That's
What is
correct.
that?
Through that, it's just it takes 2 hexes to go through that square or through that hex.
Okay. Can we? I'm pulling from games where you can like fly by something. Can I loot their shit or not?
Not unless you stop and get out in your space. You can look and see if there's anything valuable among the wreckage, but you can't actually grab it because you don't have a tractor beam. Unless you want to
Okay,
take the
so
time and
1,
get to a
2,
spacesuit and then
4,
manual retrieve.
7, 8, 5. Okay. So we're gonna not deal with their nonsense. My action is be to. What is the action called?
Turn in place.
Yep. So I'm gonna turn in place. And I go 1 because I 1. I change 2. So 2, 3, 4,
Science officer, is there anything you want to do yet?
5,
Are you still holding on to your action?
I feel like we're pretty good right now.
6.
I don't feel like I need to do anything at the
7.
moment. Can we prepare actions? Is that a thing for this?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, but
I mean,
you
it's
also activate
happening in
whenever
the same.
you activate whenever you want to, so it's not really a sense to prepare an action, at least for your role.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and wait then.
2, 3, 4.
I am
So-
going.
Is number 2 is in range to be clear, right?
Yeah.
And you can turn if you wanted.
Yeah.
You
so
can
I should
also-
probably turn to put number
Yeah.
2 and 4 in range. Right?
Yep.
So if I turn to here, then
Yeah, they're
yeah,
both in
that
range.
seems right.
Yeah, you can also just aim.
You can point directly at them too.
What?
I can't. That's not what the rules
There
tell
you
me, but I can do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily what the rules tell me, but I will accept your advice.
Let's
what-
get them. Quack quack. Let's get them dead.
Ah.
I like it.
So I'm going to roll to taunt on number 4 since number 2 is pretty crippled. So let's see if I can get there. It was DC 16, I believe.
Yep.
And we get there with an 18.
Hey.
Let's
How many
go.
rounds?
Let's find out.
We're murderers. They're running away. This isn't
that's
what
gonna be-
Starfleet tells us to do.
That's going to be
technically they shot at us, so
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
future attack.
And just the taunt over the communications. I flip it open and just yell, "Come here, boy!"
Damn, dude.
That's
hardcore.
You got a pretty mouth.
What that mouth do, though?
If they explode, then the very next thing is gonna be, "What do you mean?
I like it.
This game doo-doo.
This game doodoo." So they're taunted. They get a -2 to all of their checks.
And then -4 for a push.
Uh-huh.
That's some hot stuff, dude.
Is that the asteroid field?
It is the asteroid field.
Okay.
All right, that's your captain action. They cannot shoot, but you guys are first to shoot.
Light them up, Vex.
You guys can either focus on same target, 2 gunners, or you guys can spread it apart.
I mean, you want 2 and I get 4, or
That sounds good.
all right?
Freaking stone, man of little words. Yep. Go ahead and both of you guys
Stone
make your
Golden Jesus.
attack rolls.
I got a 12.
Oof. You missed.
And I got a 20.
That hits. Go ahead and roll 2d4.
No, I was aiming for 4, so I missed.
I got 6.
6. That goes directly into the hole. So go ahead and roll a d100 for me, as that is above their crit threshold.
Are they still alive? Because 2's already taken damage.
They
Yeah,
took it to
they're-
the. Yep, they're still up. They have some still left.
So wait, is 4 gone then also?
No, they're
No.
someone decided to make a drawing.
Oh, okay, okay.
I blame Ian because he has
holy
this
shit.
sheepishly grin on his face.
I got a 30.
30 is sensors.
Sensors. So they can they have -2 to use sensors.
They have, yeah. Their sensors are glitching.
Hot stuff.
Your sensors are in case you suck at driving.
All right.
Or
And they took
Engineer.
6 points of damage. I will increase the speed.
That's some hot stuff, dude.
28.
Holy
28. That'll work. So you have a speed of 10.
Plus 2. Plus 2.
4 will try to taunt your ship as well, but they get a -4 because of the taunt that they received.
I'm gonna flip
What's
on
it
the
feel
comms
like?
and say, I don't speak your jibbled up language.
Wait, our people speak that language.
Exactly.
No offense to the people downstairs.
But y'all sound like turkeys.
Um,
What did they say?
that is a 16 against 17.
I don't know our ship.
So it actually fails.
Val, they're trying to say something. I don't understand them. What are they saying? What are they saying?
They say,
Look, I washed my hands for supper.
no, they, your pilot flies like my mother. I think cut comms.
that's because your
What they
mother's
didn't know
always
is my
behind
mother's
you.
What they didn't know is my mother is a goddamn ace of a pilot.
And that's their action for their fun stuff. And then 2 will actually try to boost their shields.
They can do whatever they want. I rolled a great roll for my next initiative.
course you
they
did.
can suck it. It's
They did
not
get 3 shield back.
Did we take out anybody's thrusters?
No. Alright, top of the roll for initiative.
I got a 24.
24. Damn, dude.
Just so everybody's aware, I'm gonna roll great tonight, and then when it like matters or are difficult to deal with, I'm gonna roll like 1.
Oh, it matters.
You mean if we go on foot, it'll just be like, I'm useless. But
Correct. Yeah. No. If we're on foot, I hope you all like getting stabbed by needles because I don't do anything.
That sounds
Are we
awful.
fighting porcupines?
Exactly.
he
Yeah,
shoots you with needles.
I'm a droid porcupine. Exactly.
A droid you pine.
Exactly.
And they're both
yeah.
off the screen.
They got away?
They did.
Bam.
Yeah. What do I tell my captain? Do I tell him that I lost them? Or do I
Motherfucker.
tell them that they're not great at combat? They ran
Or is
away.
it-
What do I do?
Captain, they've escaped our sense. We no longer have them in visual range.
All right. Well, that That was fun. Everybody okay? Everybody good? Patches, can I get a status report from down there where you are? What's going on?
Well, other than the shields being a little busted up, we're in tip-top shape. Actually, I think we're doing better than we were before.
Well, it's a good thing you told those redundancies, so maybe you can fix up the shields and stuff for us. Yeah.
Yeah, but what about that the salvage over there? You know.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll go check it
back
out.
to the dead boy.
Yeah. Hey, Gus, can you swing us back around that salvage? I'd like to take a closer look if you don't mind.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
And
You guys don't have to make any rolls for it. You guys
all right.
roll up next to the dead boy, and you guys see a amount of wreckage, just sort of adrift.
Captain, gunner debrief. Horrible. Only one confirmed kill.
You know,
Did want to murder everyone.
I'm gonna come on down. We're gonna have a chat about this face to face. All right? I'll be right there.
You gonna bring a ladder?
Punishment is expected.
Oh, damn, son.
You just go down there.
That's what she said.
He's got a cat of nine tails.
Only one.
While they're doing this, I'm already getting my space suit on, and I have Crank ready to go out, and I'm ready.
All right, you are all geared up and go out into the cold, dark space.
Yeah, I don't want to go out there. I just want.
I'm gonna try to find a good weapon. You know.
Raccoon, you need security.
Raccoon.
It wasn't derogatory, so I accept it.
I'm already out in space.
Well, as I see that you're doing that, I'm gonna follow.
As
just
he
like
said,
overcomes.
Raccoon, you need security.
as you say that, you see him like floating out in space in front of you.
Knocking on the window.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me while you're out there in space. You can go ahead and get a +2. If anyone else wants to make a perception check while they're looking through the debris.
Can I help them out with sense?
You can go ahead and roll computers for sensors.
Yeah.
I say the only person who would not be able to assist and look into debris would be the captain, as he is heading down to have a conversation with the gunners.
Oh, I can assist? How do I assist?
No, you can just look
gunner.
out in the. You can look out into the debris field, more or less.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Have I already made it outside
do
the
you want
ship?
to roll a thing or not?
So
Yeah, you can if you want. It's just a D20 plus your perception.
Volitaire's rushing to get out the ship to join him for security.
Okay.
I have a giant robot.
He's got no fucking arms.
He has a giant wrench
He's not
and
wrong.
a mining
He's not wrong.
laser.
He's got a laser and a wrench.
I'm looking at an 18 perception.
18
I rolled a 6.
on your computer check.
Yep.
That's solid. You turn the scanners on. You don't see anything
Wait,
really of
You
value.
get a +6 for your roll.
Then that's an 8.
Okay.
Okay. You turn on the sensor. You don't notice anything active. You just, as far as you can see, there's nothing around besides the asteroids to the south side of you. But you also don't really see anything popping up in the debris.
You guys shot him too hard. There's nothing
Too
left
much,
here.
Too much pew pew.
Too
Yeah.
much pew pew.
With the assist, I got an 11.
Ooh. You look through and you don't see anything really worth your time in the scrap.
So there's literally nothing here. Alright. I can't even scrap the weapon? Did the weapon just get blown apart then? I know we crippled
We
it.
targeted
but-
specifically their weapons in one of the ships that we destroyed, and the other one we had already damaged their weapon. So it's
Yeah, I mean, they were just glitching or malfunctioning. So.
I mean, they're still there. They're heavily damaged. Over time, you could probably you could try to repair them if you want to grab them. But
Well, I can, as an engineer, I can scrap them for parts, basically.
ooh. I mean, yeah, they're
Yeah, like-
there.
So
Get like an extra plasma cell or something.
basically, how it works is like I can break things down, and based on what it is and what I'm trying to build, I can break them down for UBCs, which is like universal base polymers, and I get 10% of the cost reduced if I use similar items.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's the reason I'm trying to salvage stuff.
That's fair.
Go ahead.
Can roll like an engineering or
Yeah,
or
go ahead and roll engineering and see
anything.
how much you can get.
That is a 30.
A 30 because you hack at life. You get the full value as much as you can out of the guns.
Alrighty.
Is there a certain amount that you would get, like numerical amount?
So basically, it'd be 10% of the cost of the weapon. So if you went.
So
and
let's
fa-
go ahead and give you 5% because they were so heavily damaged.
Okay. That's fair. I will find that.
Captain, was your chat activated the entire time that space combat was going on?
Yeah.
Roll a D100 for me.
And
Speaking of that, I would like to.
D100. Here we go.
Val, as soon as you hit the door to go outside after you get your spacesuit on, you do see the Yosoki bringing back a armful of parts.
Well, I'd put him on crank, but yeah.
Right, but I mean, you see him and Crank come back with a load of parts. What
Are
was
we
that?
gonna get stream sniped at
100.
some point because of the captain's
I
camera?
hope so. God, I hope so.
It's possible.
I got a
Watch
54.
54. You gained 13 new followers
Yes. That's some growth,
for,
boy.
for your ILR stream.
That is some growth, baby. Here we go. What up? What up?
Just saying, we
What-
did kill
what-
a man. I think that voids Twitch's.
No, dude, we had no exposed female presenting nipples, so
Yeah,
we're
dude.
totally
Yes.
clear.
We're fine.
Death. It's okay.
I would like to wrangle my gunners down at the. But I guess Val was outside, so I go.
No, he goes to the door. He went to the door, but as soon as he got there,
Yeah, he was already coming back.
he was already
Alright.
like coming back inside.
So
Val.
after your conversation, I have to have a conversation with.
Alright.
I will say, Gus. Jesus, I was trying to read your name. Gus, you rolled an 18, correct? On your
Yeah.
perception check.
Yeah.
Out in the debris, you do notice a sort of shining. That's like
Finger.
almost emitting a light source of its own. Just a small little ball, probably about the size of your fist.
That no one is a grab.
That no one else has seemed to notice. It seemed to be heavily into the debris.
I tell Patra about it.
Huh?
Did you not see that right there? The shiny thing? I figured you'd want that.
Oh, that thing. I got an 18.
18. You do look, and you do see a part of a one. So you would need two of these, but one drift stone, more or less the material the object that lets you go into the drift.
Oh, okay. And I
So we
go
need
and.
5 more in a gauntlet.
See what you did there.
I mean, we do have a drift system on
I
our
wanna-
ship, so
I want to make it
kind of-
known that I'm morally against the drift.
you don't like going through hyperspace.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a personal issue.
We tear we tear a piece of another like dimension off to go into the drift. That's fucked up.
Someone did their homework. I like it.
The Starfinder handbook says that we are allowed to do that under certain circumstances.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that say you can do something. Doesn't mean you should.
Well, as long as it gets me more stuff, I don't care.
Is there a composure or something like that in this game?
It'd be Will.
Go ahead. Hey, Gus, go ahead and roll a will save for me.
Okay. Alright, well said.
It's under saving throws.
This saving throw is happening as the captain is beginning to walk away.
No. +0 overall, so that's a 12.
A 12. You have a small flashback to your previous occupation, where one of your patients, one of the last patients that you had dealt with, looked almost exactly like the captain did when he was leaving. It just like some facial thing he did just triggered a little bit of guilt inside of you.
Like the captain, Alyssa, their captain?
Your captain. He is the same race.
Andros.
Andros is the same race of the same people that you happen to.
So,
The
role-play wise, this is very important to me. When did this happen?
As you guys were pulling up, and as finished you pointing that out, and Andros went to go talk to the crew. As he turned around, you sort of just saw a small glimpse of one of your last patients.
Ugh.
I want you to go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Alright. 2.
2. For the next 2 days, you have a -2 for anything you do, as long as the captain is in your presence.
Okay. Which is pretty much all.
All of that. I live on the bridge. So I would like to have that conversation with my gunners.
Yep, you do see your 2 gunners.
All right. So, gentlemen, I have to ask you what happened in our last conflict.
Well, sir, we're not used to these lasers yet. They're not like the VR setup. I don't mean to give excuses, but we're still learning.
That's completely understandable. And Stone, Mr. Stone, what do you have to say?
Stone will try harder.
Well, goddamn, gentlemen, I would love to see what it would look like if you try harder, because that was a beautiful display out there. I just wanted to say we only got one, but we earned it. You earned it. Hell yeah.
100% increase in my book.
Damn right it is. So, I'm proud of you. Know that this is now a baseline. I expect you to blow my mind more than this every single time I see you perform. We got it? We good?
More death.
Oh.
That's what you got out of that. All right.
All right. Excellent. Well, I think I haven't heard anything from Ori. Gus hasn't said anything about anything crazy showing up, so I think we're all in the good. So I don't know about you, but do something relaxing. That's not murder.
I'm gonna clean my gun.
All right, you do that. And Stone, you good? Everything okay over there?
Stone is good.
Stone is good. You let me know if that changes, Stone. All right, as you were, gentlemen. I'm gonna leave and head back up towards the bridge.
Okay. Gus, would you like to go ahead and continue back on the track of the coordinates?
I sure would.
Okay. You
Guys,
guys
get us back on track.
head back onto track.
Aye, Captain.
As
I want to go ahead and make sure that we don't have any other surprise ships
Sure.
in our area.
go ahead and
Going
roll
along.
your computer one more time for me for your scanners.
That went off of there, Jack die.
ahead.
So 15.
15. Nothing in your vicinity. So
Cool.
nothing within 5 hexes of you.
I'm gonna let him know.
And you go ahead and continue on, and that is where we'll end it for tonight, gentlemen.
Bum, bum.
All right.
Brap, brap,
Great
brap.
learning. We did a space combat. I'm super excited.
Which is the most complicated part of the
Exactly.
game.
Which
This
was
is-
so much fun.
I do want to know what you guys actually felt about that space combat. I know it was a little dragging at first, but once we got the roll of it, how do you guys feel about it?
That's it. That's everything that you do for a first time. I liked it. I liked all of it very much.
Space combat is definitely going to be a ton of fun. I like the non-linear aspect of it, where it's just kind of like
Space.
it's not like a D&D or like a on foot initiative. It's just kind of like, well, this is confusing. Who's facing which direction? What's going on?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when I initially looked at like the pilots in it, I was like, oh man, this doesn't seem like a lot of fun. And then when we got into it, I was like, wait, this is actually crucial because I have to point the guns in the right direction. I'm sure people can't shoot us. And initiative matters like way more than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait to get possibly future weapons of, because like have like two, like they actually have like two long range up front, maybe two big kind of like cannons.
Yeah,
on
there's
the
like
side.
missile launchers and stuff, and then the science officer can target lock stuff, and then you can shoot those, to shoot the missile launchers and stuff.
It's really cool.
Is so like let's say we have like I'm switching between forward arc and like left aft. Do I have to like roll just to like switch to a different weapon
No,
or?
it would take your basically like a turn if it's in a different place, or if it's a turret, you just say I'm turning the turret, and then so
So we need a turret, is what I'm hearing.
yeah.
At least
Unfortunately, the light freighters don't have turrets, but like the explorer classes, which are a little bigger, have turret options. So
But this,
So
go ahead.
jumping from like a long range front arc to a left aft, that would be a whole turn in itself. Is just switching
yeah,
from.
because it's essentially you're getting out of the gunner's seat. Depends on how it's made, really. Like
Right.
it's GM determination. Really.
Okay.
It could be just a terminal that you're just pushing buttons at, like Star Trek style, or it could be an actual gun emplacement.
I kind of really like the concept of an actual gun emplacement that you have to go sit behind.
Right.
That just
Agreed. I like that
way
one.
more badass.
Yeah.
So, in my mind, that would take a turn versus I just push a button and then this shoots.
Exactly. And a lot of the upper class ships will have the more console-like, whereas some of the lower class have like, you know, they can't afford those nice consoles to switch between guns so fast, so they have to have the
I feel
individual. But yeah, this has been the first episode of Star Ventures. Thanks you all so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for coming and playing this wonderful chaotic game. Go ahead and we'll start with off the stream here. Not off the stream, but looking at the stream. Starting with Ian, Mr. Andros on the bottom right. Go ahead, tell us if you got any, make any plugs. Do what you got to do, man.
Hey, what's up? My name is Ian. As you've seen tonight, I play Andros Sunspire, the captain of this motley, not so motley crew. But you can catch me over on twitch.tv/mod20gaming. I'll put it in the chat here. We actually are playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We just put our first episode last week into season 2. So come on by, tell us what's up, hang out and chat, have a good time with us. It's a great time. And later this season, you'll probably even catch J-Brews in there with us. So
Yep.
that's where I'm at. You can also, here, let me put this in the chat here. Twitch.tv.
I can get hit the plugs for you guys.
Oh, okay. So you can also catch me on Twitter, just at mod20ian. It's a good time.
Word.
Steven.
Uh,
Stefan.
I'm not so active on the internet right now. In a couple months, hey, maybe we'll catch up on there. You can find me on the same channel that Ian just mentioned just now. You can also find me podcasting about multiple different things on geekelitemedia.com. If you like Game of Thrones, we're getting ready for that new season. Thank you so much.
And Steven, how can they help out this wonderful channel here?
All right, guys. I don't know if you guys have heard about it,
I
but
haven't.
Twitch does this thing where you can follow and you can also subscribe for the low price of $4.99. Now I know what you're thinking. It could be lower. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. If someone else that you know has Amazon Prime, you can have that be your Twitch Prime. You can subscribe to a person that you know and love off the internet. Hopefully us, doesn't have to be us. Give it to someone who deserves it by taking $4.99 back for free that you already pay for your Twitch Prime. You'll have to do that manually by clicking that little button up there in the top. The only catch for that stuff is that it does not roll over automatically every month. So, if you are a person who is Twitch Prime subscribing to this channel, go ahead and check and see if you've got to re-up on that one. Thank you so much for your time. I love you.
Mr. Nate Paul, or as they call you, the Stone Cold Killer.
Yeah, so really fun playing with y'all tonight. Yeah, thanks to everybody who came in to watch us, and definitely follow J Bruce and Mod20 Gaming. They're amazing.
Thank you.
I love them both.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Do you have anywhere
about
you
it
would
for
like
me.
to plug?
no, I'm good. I'll plug those two.
Are you sure? Not twitch.tv/knuckleheadedsailor?
I mean, if they want to, I'm
like
just
that
starting
link
out.
right
If-
there in chat.
Yeah, I'm just starting out. If they want to, if
That's
they
all right,
want
dude.
to,
Let's go
see me
for it.
struggle.
That's even more reason for people to come check you out. If you're just starting up, everybody, please, obviously, come hang out at Mod20, but please, please, please go check out the Knucklehead. He just
Yeah.
started, and it's gonna be a great time. Go peek at him. Say what's up. Tell him that Jay Bruce sent you. Tell him
Love
that
you
he
guys.
sent you.
Get it on
And
the ground floor. Invest.
Exactly.
yeah, help support the dude. Like, he's a man of little words in the game, but he probably has more words when he streams.
Oh, trust
Big
me.
of heart.
It's the biggest of words. Knowing him personally. Mr. JJ.
Like our science officer, I don't really have anything right now, but possibly in the future. Who knows? Right now, just follow everyone who talked.
I like it.
I think
Sir Travis.
I just gotta say that I've played in a lot of different role-playing groups. And this is our first adventure, our first campaign going into Starfinder, and it's one of the best experiences I've ever had. So, if you are looking to follow folks, I think that these folks in this stream, these people in this stream, are the best to follow on Twitch, follow on Twitter. I myself am at. I do look forward into actually networking with some of these folks and getting their opinions on stream and start streaming some sort of things in the future. But I will kind of go out saying that this is one of the best role-playing experiences I've ever had. I'm having a good time. So.
Slash tier. And Sir Andrew, our book knowledge horde person.
It's been a grand time. I've had a wonderful time playing with you guys. I don't have anything. I just want to remind everybody to like everybody that's been here today and subscribe to them because it's been great.
Indeed.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Go ahead.